Jawa May.
Jawa
Jawa May. Jawa May. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Not for Broadcast. Last time, we ended on a loud Jawa May note, and I've been thinking nothing but this game. Is this what's gonna happen? A tape to remember.
God.
Okay, there's things still.
Okay, so you wake up. Well, actually, you know what? I'll do how we did it last time.
Okay. You wake up, still partly in shock from what you saw on the news last night. What you had to edit on the news last night. When you came downstairs, you find your family sat in the living room, waiting for you. So I take a seat on the sofa next to Sam. Sam swallows, hesitating before starting. We were... sorry.
Okay, I'll take that. We were so worried about you last night after Jeremy, after everything that happened. I wonder what they'll do with him now. Are you okay?
I can't shake the feeling he might be right. Sam glances at Charlie, then back to you.
So you chose not to play. We saw that you chose not to play that tape.
They pause before continuing.
And I couldn't help but wonder why.
Oh gosh. I didn't feel like I had a choice.
You did the right thing. I mean, it was a crazy situation, but saying the tape could have been really dangerous.
Charlie, but you're with the police, Charlie. You're literally part of the police gang now. Charlie says quietly, you hadn't realized how much his support would mean to you. It's good to have your son on your side. For how long?
How long? For what it's worth, Alex, I think you were in an impossible situation, and somehow you managed to make the right call.
Sam throws their arms around you.
Only you were stuck in that studio, having to make that choice. No one can criticize what you did. I'm proud of you.
Well, we can have another nightmare and they can call us out again.
Oh, they will.
I have never been so grateful to have Sam support me as well. So I take a deep breath and I gather my thoughts. It's a lot to take in. I'm not sure if I've fully processed what happened last night, let alone what Charlie and Sam think about it all. So I smile wearily at my family. I'm exhausted.
Bet.
Yeah. I don't know how worried I was about it, but as Charlie makes the stupid joke and you all laugh, I can feel a tremendous tension break. Sam rubs my back and tells Charlie to flick the TV off. I couldn't ask for more. Oh boy.
I mean, at least family support.
Yeah, but where's Susie?
Where's Susie?
Where's Susie? This is like 2 months. This has been...
A burden born.
Oh no, what's that? It's been 6 months.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, no. Since Scrum has ever-increasing medical costs, I see. But Emma, whilst very pleasant, has proved as expensive a nurse as you'd feared. Ah, the nurse, got it. You can't quite believe it's been that long already, but the sanctions are already starting to hit home now. And unfortunately, the government's only solution to help the ailing elderly is a day trip to the transition center. Why does everything always seem to come back to money? This time, it's you at the kitchen table, surrounded by bills and paperwork when Sam comes to join you. Today, Emma told you that there was really nothing more you could do, except an expensive, experimental, new treatment that might not even help. Sometimes, your mom wants a treatment. More often, she talks about visiting a transition center. It's hard to know what she really wants. Sam puts a hand on yours.
What are we going to do, honey? Your mother... I can't read it. What was that? She's your mother. It has to be your choice.
You know...
Long-term care, man.
I would rather have her go somewhere that is better than try something that might not actually even work. Okay. Transition center.
Yes.
These things are never really a choice. Hopefully the kids will understand. It was all you could do given the circumstances. If only things have been different.
And then the game's like, haha,
Game
you killed your mom.
over. A holiday update?
Day 3. Okay.
Okay. Just as you're finishing up breakfast, Sam comes in with the post.
Oh, we got a postcard from Susie. I hope she's having fun on her trip.
Oh boy. Sam reads it aloud as you finish getting ready for work.
So I've seen what feels like most of Kyrgyzstan. Really cool place, but so cold. Hope Chippy enjoyed the gift. And before you say anything, you were right to make me pack the extra pair of socks.
So Sam gives me a small kick under the table.
Next, we got the train to Konislava, which much warmer and loads of beaches to enjoy. I could have stayed there forever, but had to head to San Palmarino before it got too cold. And I'm so glad we did. We probably got 1 or 2 more stops before heading home, but I'll be back in time for Christmas, I promise. Hope everyone's doing well. Love, Susie.
Well, it's just a letter, though. She could literally write anything. Sounds like it's been a heck of a trip, worth every penny, I hope.
I hope.
It's been 1 whole year, and more now.
I mean, like...
The 20-week war?
Oh,
Excuse
no.
me, what are these?
Oh.
All's well with the family. Just a heads up, we're expecting those troublemakers at Disrupt to attempt to hack the channel during the broadcast.
I was talking about hacking last week.
Oh my god.
So keep an eye on the interference screen and stay out of the orange. Let's keep the news on the air. It's important. Now,
Stay out of the orange. What are all these? Applause? Gas? A laugh? Boo?
Oh no, we have sounds now?
Why are my controls not working?
Turn everything on.
Ah, shit. You're right.
Talking about the war. They do know this is the news.
What is this?
You didn't hear this from me.
What is that?
Wait, I need to make this loud.
There's a crew at Team HQ right now. I think she's giving a speech or something tonight.
I am becoming propaganda. This is
So
terrible.
they get the brains and we get the performing monkey. Sometimes you sound just like him, you know.
Wow, the TV set has such realistic laughter.
Hey.
It is what it is.
Okay, so that's definitely the mute button. Not mute, the
10 seconds, everybody.
Okay, Ren, I'm gonna need you to be a little quieter too.
Going in 5,
Okay.
Because I bumped up all the music
3.
so that everyone can hear the game.
Good evening. This is
So
the
my
National
master
Night
volume
News.
is louder.
I'm Megan Wolf. It's the 140th day of war. Our
What?
main headlines
Of war?
tonight. Company of Heroes. Skirmishes on land and sea again today as our armed forces tested the mettle of the World Council's illegal blockade. Advance's strategy of multiple small-scale incursions into the disputed zone is certainly keeping the enemy on high alert, unable to work out where or when the next strike will come.
I guess.
Proud parents throughout the territory find themselves ever more
Oh,
impressed by
gosh.
the bravery and commitment of their incredible children and the job they're doing keeping supply lines open against all possible odds.
Oh no.
Don't starve.
game?
Advance's food program moved from
The
strength
game?
to
Are
strength
we
today
playing that?
as rationing depots were opened in the last remaining unfed areas of the territory. The rationing depots have been constructed in record time, and the government's agricultural coordination
this one.
strategy has seen shelves restocked
Happy,
with increasing
happy.
regularity.
Okay.
And judging by the looks on this happy family's faces,
Okay,
it
happy.
can't come a moment too soon.
Yeah.
They'll be getting a good meal tonight on
Also,
the
what is
government,
this?
just like the rest of us. 7 days to
What?
die.
What is
the
this?
recent decision to allow those with
Do you see that?
long-term health conditions to access
I
transition
don't know
centres
where
has
you're
today
Wait,
been
transition
declared
centres.
an overwhelming success. Previously available only to those in their final years, the expansion of the service has been met with relief by the many organisations calling for it to be opened up to the wider
I mean, the
community.
H is at the top. There's no
Transition
countdown.
centres have reported larger than expected numbers, but report that they are coping well and able to provide a complete and meaningful service to all who choose to use it.
Yeah,
populace.
me.
More than 11%
We're choosing
of
to
the
use it.
population have thus far failed to
Yep.
register for a team membership card.
What?
A worrying statistic, given that the cards are a legal requirement from midnight tonight.
They're a legal
It's up to
requirement
the
from
other
midnight
89%
tonight.
of us to remind our tardy friends that not taking
Oh,
advantage of
no.
all the exclusive services available to cardholders
Oh,
is
no,
now,
we're-
as
oh,
it should be, absolutely criminal.
Oh no.
Sympathy for the devils? A poorly attended protest was held today by
Poorly.
struggling self-styled resistance movement Disrupt. Support for the organisation has been falling after this and other news outlets showed the public their true colours. And while it's easy to feel some sympathy for them now, as their numbers dwindle and their attempts to garner support grow more desperate, let's not forget how threatening they could be in greater numbers.
Oh gosh.
And finally tonight,
Yes? Oh.
our mutual friend. Bail was denied in the High Court today.
Oh, he's
for showing
alive.
Former National Nightly News
He's
anchor
alive.
Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, thank God.
The presenter will be
thank
transferred
God.
to new lodgings at Penton Ridge Prison, while the lengthy
There's no good
preparations for his
picture.
trial, which is still 18 months away,
the
begin.
view.
Following his very public breakdown on this program 10 weeks ago, the once loved presenter was disarmed and taken into custody by
Oh,
the
thank
community
gosh, he's
cohesion
alive.
team. Let's
Oh
hope
my
doctors
God.
can help
Gosh.
the once great man. But first tonight, with the war about to enter its 21st week, I'll be
What
chatting
war?
with Peter Clement
Oh my
live
gosh,
in an
what?
exclusive team talk from his home in Lanfordshire. Don't go away.
5,
You won't want to miss
4,
a second
3,
of tonight's National Nightly News.
1. Oh gosh, here comes the
Change the
interference.
Oh.
We're being hacked. Oh my gosh, it's moving so quickly. Please help me, sir. Ah. Why is it so fast today?
Because people are hacking.
Later in the programme, I'm thrilled to say I'll be chatting
okay.
with mega pop star Lil C, who's going to be
Who's
treating
Lil
us to a
C?
world premiere of her new single.
Lil C.
And then
What
after
is
that,
he saying
in
on
part
us? Who's
3,
he
we've
talking
got
to on the
something
phone?
New I promise you won't want to miss. But first tonight, let's check in with Prime Minister Peter Clement, who's coming
That's
to us with the
interesting.
magic of television all the way from his home in Lanfordshire. Are you receiving me, Prime Minister?
Loud and clear, Miss Wolf.
Oh
Loud
no,
and clear.
I'm very interested to
Let's
what
start with
he
the
was
obvious.
talking
What's
to.
that in your hand, Prime Minister?
Yeah, we should check out later.
Cheeky cow. But yeah, it's true. 75 days without an alcoholic drink.
But
and
we
I've gotta
need
say,
to
I'm
stay
beginning
out
to
of the
feel better.
orange.
It certainly looks that way.
Well, I made a promise to
Yes.
Mrs. C, and as my old man used to say,
A promise is worth keeping?
something like that, only with assholes.
So, I've heard from my sources that you and the illustrious Mrs.
have to
C
do
plan
all
to take
that.
your winter
Nice,
break
nice,
somewhere a little
nice.
different this year.
That's right. We're planning a walking holiday right here in the territories, which is different for us because, like you, Megan, I've always been a big fan of those warm foreign beaches.
Did you make this decision because of the blockade, Prime Minister?
Well, now that's a good question. Well, as you know, while the blockade has effectively restricted the flow of goods into the country, we and our neighbours have continued to allow
Okay,
unimpeded travel for business leaders, ministers and such. So, although me and the missus could theoretically go to that gorgeous beach I just mentioned,
I got it.
it just doesn't smell much.
Wait, 1 second. You can't see my... Can you guys see my mouse? It might be a bad thing if you can't. Let me just make sure. Yeah, you guys can see my mouse. Capture cursor. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Like Team Stephanie to me. After all, as my old
I
man
can't
used to
seem to
say,
see it on my
when life
end, but that's
gives you
fine.
shite,
Okay.
Make shite pie.
Gosh, he
Yeah, this
swears
guy.
like... Oh,
I suppose it does.
Prime Minister, maintaining a healthy body like yours at a time of national crisis must
I'm
require some
trying.
demanding
Please don't
planning.
do
What's
that
your
to me.
regime and how do you go about it all?
Well, the truth be told,
I have
it's
to
all
like
down to
change
Claude,
cameras and
my
watch
infinitely
interference. You
patient
can't do
personal
that to
trainer. He's
me.
a man with a plan. I'm just the prat with a fat.
Wow, on that very subject, how are you and Mrs. C handling living on rations?
Well,
doing good, you're
let
doing
me
good.
tell you, Megan, back in the 50s, when I worked for you backstage for your Patrick Brannan's dad, did you know I did that?
I think everyone knows that, Prime Minister.
Well, what you probably didn't know was that Graham Bannon was a right tightwad. Paid the bare bloody minimum and still found every possible excuse he could to dock your pay even further.
Wait,
I
oh,
remember he once dropped me a whole fiver for having
Okay.
an unacceptably smelly lunchbox, tight
Okay.
bastard. Anyway, what I'm saying is back then I ate a lot less than I am now, even under rationing. We all did.
Nice save.
Let's face it, there
Oh,
are still
gosh.
plenty of people in this country
Okay,
who can
okay.
afford to lose a little bit of weight.
What are you implying? No, but seriously, Prime Minister, we know you're very busy, but one final question, if I may.
Oh, go on then.
When you get home from a long day, your head full of the territories. What music do you listen to when you work out to take your mind off things?
This feels very
I've
casual.
got a bit of a reputation
With the
for being
swearing.
an old fuddy-duddy. But I'd be lying if I didn't say
and it's
there's
exactly what,
something about little C
they
that
want
just
to show. Just
Ah, the like the casual, everything is
Let's
fine.
hope you stay watching, Prime Minister, because she is going to be talking and performing live after the break.
Oh, I'll be watching. After all, as my old man used to say, everything's a
go.
treat on a boring Friday with nothing but the wind up your shunt.
I'm sorry.
Prime Minister.
I think the expression still stands.
Peter Clement, thank you for joining me. Peter Clement, thank you. I don't know about you at
Seriously, this
home,
guy.
but I think there's something kind of
He's
inspirational
yelling about
there.
something.
I know, I feel safer. When we come back, Lil C is going to be giving us the
I
debut
forgot
performance of her
to-
new single,
I
and
forgot-
I'll be getting to meet her.
I didn't
I'm
insert.
her biggest
I
fan.
don't.
mind telling you, I'm pretty excited. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
Oh my god.
1 minute back. Ripping stuff.
Was that even
Must be playing.
news?
Okay.
I think you forgot to ask him what his favourite number is.
Oh, I must have forgotten that in all the excitement.
I hope there wasn't one I wasn't supposed to play.
What do
Haha.
you think's actually in that?
Haha. Haha.
I reckon it's the tears of his enemies.
You are
Tears
one
of his
disturbed
enemies?
individual.
How I cope.
But how did we get an A+ for that? Okay, thank you, but what the heck is this? What ad is that? Oh. What are we watching?
No doubt have spotted the updated mixing disc.
Yeah,
Need the new buttons during the next sections.
I do.
First, we'll need applause when the guest enters.
Okay.
Before her song.
And before her song.
I'll walk you through it when we get there.
Okay. Also, what is this advertisement that what?
It's
It's some imagery, all right.
it's imagery, definitely, yeah. Oh, the what?
What? Is this a new Billie Eilish music video?
I've never heard
It's
of
gonna
her
come
before.
back to the.
She's big.
Anyways.
Is she any good?
Nah, of course not. She talks shit. Kids go mad for her, absolutely mad.
Or at least she's not good.
Hang on, Colin, you've got kids.
Yeah, I've got about 6 or 7.
6 or 7 kids.
Oh,
What?
5, 4, 3.
Thanks for coming back. Later, we have an exciting new feature that we just know you're going to love, so stay tuned for that.
The
But
heck?
first, I'm really excited for our next guest. She rose to prominence as the
applause.
delightful Susie May in All My Daughter's
Yes.
Children's Men, before taking the music industry by storm this year with her debut album smashing the chart records at the
Oh,
age
lock
of
it
just
in.
20.
Okay.
Let's give it up and welcome Lil C.
Staff, excellent work.
She looks like. She looks like.
May I
She
just
looks
say,
like-
you look incredible.
She looks like Ariana Grande.
This new regime and it really
she does,
well.
doesn't she?
What's the regime?
And my manager suggested it to me. It basically involves bathing in like cabbage water and then having the leaves sucked out of you.
Look
while you
at the
sleep.
social
Wow,
distancing.
is that healthy?
Oh, well, look at me, Meg. The leaves are my only nourishment.
Yep, they certainly are. Now, you'll have to forgive me, but I'm somewhat of a super fan, so I'm sorry if I get a bit starstruck.
Oh, bless you. I've never actually heard of you before, so if you do get a little tongue-tied, I can always carry the interview.
Excuse
Oh
me?
my god.
So your first album, F My Face Together, it hit shelves this summer and it just exploded.
sorry, what was that title again?
For you?
Bonkers,
F my
just
face, so I'm gonna
weird.
expect
I was
some,
in all the papers and the magazines.
bleeps there.
Overnight, I went from that like annoying little girl from that show to that like sexy little girl from that show.
Wow, that must have been bizarre.
Not really. It was just like any other morning. You know, get up at 5,
sorry?
go on a 4-mile run, have 3 meetings on my cabbage bath, but then only then was my dad actually talking to me.
Oh, of course. I mean, the famed country singer, Billy Bob Jean Shorts. I didn't know you'd been estranged.
There's nothing that strange about it, Megan. Okay, yes, he may believe that aliens told him to hate women, but there really isn't anything to prove that he's wrong.
So, this newfound explosion to your popularity, I mean, did that change your life?
Well, I had to start wearing like nice underwear, you know, for the paparazzi. But as my manager says, best to make the most of it before I'm 30.
Is that right? So, what's the album about?
So I thought it was about like how pretty and great I am. But actually it's about monetizing youth, I think, or about like promoting an unrealistic standard of beauty or something.
Oh, okay.
Again.
Yeah, he says insecurity is an opportunity.
Oh.
Do you think he'd be happy with you telling us all this?
Telling you all what? It really doesn't matter what I say here. I'll do my
does
dancing
it?
and then this part will all be forgotten about.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, we're going to see some of those famous dance moves very shortly, because you're going to be performing your new single, aren't you?
Yeah, it's from my album Put It In My A Together, and it's out tomorrow.
So soon, after the last one.
Oh yeah, I've actually released 2 albums since lunchtime and a clothing line during this interview.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
See, this is called Cry for Help, and it's going to be in all the best high street and retailer shops. And it's out now! So girlies, you know what to do. Scream and cry until somebody gets it for you.
Ooh. There she goes. Blimey.
Okay. But Blimey's right.
They're keeping you very busy, aren't they?
Blimey is
Yeah,
correct.
it can get tough, and I hate it sometimes, and I hate myself. I just want to, like, cry into a bath of root veg. But then I think
Why the root
thousands of girls
veg?
would do anything to be in this, so I must be quite lucky.
Well, you know you don't have to do this, though, don't you?
Yeah, I do think that sometimes. Most nights, between like my 4th vodka and the 8th time a stranger
I'm
slapped
sorry,
me around the
what?
arse, I think things could have been different. You know, like
What
better.
did...
But
Wait,
no.
what? What did she say that I needed to bleep?
Having somebody dress me and tell me what to wear.
Do you want me to say it?
Do you always
No.
want to do music?
Okay, no,
well,
I
ever
don't.
since I was a little girl, I'd
Maybe
sit
later.
in front of the radio.
Okay.
And as soon as my favourite girl group would come on, I pressed record on my cassette. But then my dad would come in and tell me to turn it off and to go back upstairs and start practicing again.
Sorry, is your dad your manager?
Yeah, which can be tough. And sometimes when it gets really hard, he'll say, "Make Cragler proud and you
Who's
might just
Cragler?
survive Chaba."
Chopper.
Well, you know what?
What?
Despite anything, you'll make me proud.
Oh, if only your opinion was as valuable as his.
And on that problematic note, song for us soon, aren't you? Tell me about it.
So it's called These Babies Gonna Bring You Home, and I actually got sent the lyrics in the car on the way up here. You know what? It's actually all right. And don't worry,
Sorry.
all my work is team approved.
What do you mean by team
All right then.
approved?
Well, you can go and get ready for that. We'll see you in a little bit. It was a very specific type of pleasure to chat to her, and I just can't wait to hear this.
Very specific.
Here is Lil
Okay.
C with an exclusive first performance of her new track.
Gonna go
These
click the
Babies
boo.
Gonna Bring You Home. Take it away.
It's the force's favorite, the queen of teams, here to break in your blockades. Lil C.
Britney Spears.
Yep.
Oh baby, can't you see?
Okay.
I'm hungry. There's a place in me that's empty. I want that meat you're packing. Only you can fill that crack in me.
I'm sorry.
Under siege, so come and free me. Ain't no disruption here, boy. I got no agenda. Just want the team and me. No dirty foreign member. Don't stop no morning till there's holes in me that ain't been filled yet.
I'm sorry.
I scream this loud.
That's so bad.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna turn down the volume.
Yeah, turn it down.
You do your country proud. I ain't no Vickers, but a common Spanish on my border. Quick before I get much older, tie me down and pour me like an enemy.
Sorry.
An
No.
So yeah, guys, this is a reminder that this game is a mature game with dark humor. We seem to be doing that every stream.
I wanna see some action, so come and break my sanctions.
I'm sorry.
Um,
I'm not gonna aim to go to the guns. I hate it.
I've been this wild and free since Mama burdened me. She was only 53,
I'm sorry.
but gave to save her family. There's no one judging me if I'm the one that's in your fantasy. Don't die alone.
I'm sorry,
this
what?
baby's gonna bring you home.
Don't what?
I ain't no Vickers daughter. Come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older. Tie me down and hold me like an enemy soldier.
Stop.
Stop right now. You can take out this. You can take out the subtitles.
So what if Peter Clemens poison come and use me as a toy? And
I'm sorry. Stop that.
hair, rip off my clothes and dump them there.
Oh!
I wanna see some action. So come and break
Okay,
my
okay.
sanctions.
It's not, you know, it's
Oh,
not as
hi.
bad as like,
Look.
oh,
Look.
oh, what's happening?
Look.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
gosh.
Oh. We are, this is like television,
So
guys.
there's
What's
like
happening?
that, and there's that, and there's that, and there's that.
Uh-huh.
Indeed. Look at her. She's so uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
Me too. Me too. I'm also very uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
I'm also very uncomfortable. Clap.
So,
Well, if that doesn't distract you from the world outside, I don't know what will. I'd
Same.
like to thank Little Caesar. Well, for doing
I
that,
have no idea
don't
what
go
just
anywhere.
happened.
After the break, we'll
we don't-
finally be revealing the new
blacked out
segment
for a
of our
second there.
show that we just know you're going to love. We'll be back right after this.
And we're out.
oh my god.
What? What the?
What just happened?
frick?
Say, thank you so much for letting me do this. It really means a lot to me, you know.
Yeah.
To be able to promote myself on such a mainstream platform like the news.
Like the news?
And you know what? Good luck for the future. Take care of yourself. This industry
Stay
can
free
be
on the drive.
crazy sometimes. Watch out for
This
that
is
father of
not
yours.
for broadcast.
I manage
Yeah,
myself.
this
It's
is
just, you know, for the
not for
public,
broadcast,
but
guys. Welcome.
You know what it's like.
Oh, right.
And Michael? Michael?
What about Billy Bob Jean Short? Is he?
Oh, my dad. He's such a sweetheart. We both had the same agents, you know, like it just made sense. Both of us for our image together. Wow. And Michael, I want to see the revenue share for the clothing line and get me a G&T before my
What's a
meeting with the
G&T?
news guys. If they say for your pleasure, I'm going to start needing it.
I don't.
I don't understand. What?
We got a beefing
You
back.
to use all 4 of the sound effects to help things along.
Okay.
Pick the most appropriate one at each given moment. The actors can't hear what you're doing,
Oh,
so they'll be
great.
trusting you to make the
Oh
right
gosh.
choices.
Exactly 12.
Oh,
as it said in
God.
your rider.
Good luck.
look like the sort of person
Oh,
who
gin and
counts
tonic. I
things?
see. Thank
no,
you.
No,
So
no,
alcohol,
not
she
anymore.
said.
I'm better
What
than that
alcohol?
now.
Oh,
Gin and
G&T.
tonic.
Got it.
Just keep
Oh, thank
adding
you,
flowers
Ikigai.
until it
Thank you, Ikigai.
feels like 12. Got it?
Absolutely, right away. 10
What's
seconds.
happening?
Oh, this guy is like a big shot.
5, 4, 3.
Thanks for joining us for part 3.
Okay, I can't just
We've
click.
been
Okay.
teasing you about our new feature all night.
Okay, I
And
can't just
now
click. Okay.
The wait is finally over.
I
I
see.
can reveal that every night on the show, we'll be treated to an episode of an informative and hilarious new segment called The Notice Board.
There should be a
Okay.
laugh
Stars
track,
some top
right?
talent, and we're very excited about it. But before we see it, let's have a quick chat with the writer,
Yes.
director, and phenomenon, may I say, Jeff Algebra, guys.
Actually, I've got.
Oh, it's Jeff Algebra.
Who's Jeff Algebra?
How'd you like that?
He's now Jeff
Yeah,
DePlume.
very fancy. I suppose
Who's
you need
Jeff
a new name now
Algebra?
that you're a
Who's Jeff
successful
DePlume?
artist.
Well, exactly.
He was
I'm earning
he was
enough
that
to pay taxes
teacher
now.
from a few.
The really,
few-
And how does Angela feel about all
the
this?
dorky guy
Yeah, the
with the
dorky guy. Now he's
glasses.
now he's Jeff DePlume.
Ah! God, no. No. No, she's long gone. No, she was holding me back. I'm
Oh.
with Norm now. We were
Who's
married last
Norm?
month.
Norm de Plume.
Who's Norm?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, who's Norm?
And
I don't know. I think that was the joke, nom de plume.
what was your inspiration?
I don't
Well, I
understand.
received a telephone call
Okay.
offering me 25 grand to write a pro-team sitcom. And I heard my father's voice. It said,
It said.
you listen here, boy.
Mm-hmm.
You make hay while the sun shines. You wring every penny you can get out of this.
Uh-huh.
So I wheeled him down to the transition centre, got out my typewriter and started clacking. Utter shite.
And without further ado, let's give it up for the notice board.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Alright. Oh, yeah. What's happening?
I did click it!
Good morning, Miss Craven.
Oh, morning, Ray.
Everything all right, Mrs. Craven? You look as worried as the vicar in closing time.
Oh, Ray, it's those
Nice.
louts. They've vandalised my shop
It's that lady again.
Yes! They've written all sorts of
Okay.
obscene language and...
I think that was supposed to be a laugh.
And I know it's those damn youths.
I don't know. It could be the
It's a
vicar
scene about
at
disrupt.
closing time.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just worried they won't ever become productive
Yeah, it's about disrupt.
Yep. Yep.
What if they never see the error of their ways and end up a social outcast?
Hey,
such as
Rachel.
shoplifters
Thanks for the
and
lurk.
bong rats.
Don't worry, Mrs. Craven. This is a very supportive community.
Supportive.
And I'm sure in time, they will fit into this society like this key into this lock.
Was that the right choice?
Maybe all, but like...
Oh, I missed it.
See? Works like a charm.
It sure does.
What a lovely way to put it, Ray. And just like that, we can unlock their future.
Yes, yes.
I keep being
Wow.
too slow to click it.
Look at all the letters in my collection today.
You
I
should
don't
be
see
clapping
anything.
that one.
Really?
I
Yeah.
think that one's addressed
Okay,
to
clap
me.
her all. Do you see there are there are colored lines on the thing. It's telling you
so
which
you're
ones are
right.
like good and
Oh,
which ones are like
okay. Thank
yeah.
you. I see it now.
Here it is.
It's a letter from my granddaughter, Brenda.
What?
She says
Granddaughter?
she got an A on her maths exam because one of her friends has been helping her.
Uh-huh.
She was always a team player, was our Brenda.
What's up, losers?
I missed. That was too short.
It's okay.
Oh, no. It's Brad. He's the coolest guy in the village.
That's right. I just got here on my motorbike.
Oh, clear off, Brad. We don't want any of your ilk around here.
Oh, is he supposed to be...
He's
No.
yeah.
Ruffians.
Probably.
Have you
Yeah.
come to tag the notice board with your
Ah,
gang
I see.
signs?
No way. I've actually come to pin my resume on that notice board. I'm looking to do some tutoring after school.
What did you say? Tutoring?
That's right.
To you.
To you, Wayne.
Would you mind, Ray?
Not at all.
Did he get his hand stuck?
He did.
Oh dear. I don't think it's a bit.
A young person, have been spending your time helping others and not just urinating on
I'm
churches,
sorry.
huffing glue.
Hey, I haven't huffed glue for months.
Well, blow me down!
You know what? We misjudged you based on how young and cool
It's
you
young.
are, and not on your actions.
No door.
Dang, it's also hand holding you, because like
Who vandalized my shop last
Oh
night?
no, you're right.
there are green lights.
It's
now
literally
on
telling
the...
me what's good and what's bad and what I should do and should not.
Yeah.
My friend Brenda with her
I don't remember if that was like, it was kind of the case as well in previous broadcasts, but it's more obvious now.
Yeah.
I did, you daft old sow.
Did you hear that, Ray?
Oh, yes, what a wonderful surprise. I now respect you as a man.
Put her there, Ray.
How is he gonna put it there? Okay.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh!
Give us a hug.
I can't move. I can't move. I'm trying to look. Okay, he's looking. I'm sorry. Oh! Ah! Oh gosh.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
I felt...
Sorry to interrupt the first groundbreaking episode of the notice board, but we are receiving some
We're back.
breaking news.
Yeah, we're back.
I'm being told we're picking up reports from across the continent of what appear to be nuclear explosions in 4 major foreign cities. Initial estimates put the death toll into...
Death toll?
They put them into millions. I'm being told we're experiencing some power shortages as a result, so apologies for the interruption. And apparently we can go live now to team headquarters for an emergency broadcast from Prime Minister Julia Salisbury any moment. Yes, let's go to that now.
Good evening, citizens and leaders of the world. Minutes ago, operatives working for Advance detonated nuclear explosives simultaneously in 4 major cities across the continent.
Susie, okay?
We have similar devices in 58 other urban centers and will not hesitate to detonate them if our conditions are not met in full and without delay. The people of our territory will no longer tolerate your illegal and genocidal blockade. You are to remove it immediately. We will accept nothing less than your unconditional surrender. Your territories will be taken under our control. We will install replacement governments to ensure that your citizens become part of the new future. Your borders are now our borders. Your people are our people. They will finally be fed and clothed and educated and healed. But for your privileged few, the moment that they feared is now upon them. Allow me to be crystal clear. If you fire a single shot at our territory, or harm a single one of our citizens, we will not hesitate to detonate further devices. You will not find them, though no doubt you are already searching for them. Our technology is decades ahead of yours. We will expect your complete
I'm back.
acceptance of our terms.
I'm sorry.
Midnight tonight.
I heard. What did I miss?
Thank you.
I heard something about we detonated.
Yeah, it sounded like a threat.
Wait,
we did talk about my personal life and my job.
We did the bombing.
Or important.
Yes. It was a threat.
So many of you may be surprised to learn that I have a brother.
Oh no.
His name is David.
Oh no.
And right now
Is your brother okay? Is that why you were crying?
I can't get his stupid face out of my head.
Oh, Megan.
He's a researcher and he's currently travelling the continent for work. And I don't know where he is right now.
Megan.
And I should imagine that there are many of you sitting at home tonight digesting this news, and you also have loved ones on the continent. In Urkistan, or Havia, or San Palmerino, or Konislava, which is where David was when I last spoke to him 3 days ago.
Susie.
So when I tell you, I know how you are feeling tonight. Believe me, I do. But I also know that there's a flow to events. I see it every day here. I know that although tonight it feels like we may be in a time of fear and darkness, we may actually be at the break of a new dawn.
I'm sorry, what?
We can't know that yet, but together we will find out.
She just killed millions of people.
Feeling what you are feeling, and with your help, maybe we can all get to that brave new world.
She just killed millions of people?
My name's Megan Wolf.
And you're saying that's okay?
And we're out.
Strength to strength, family away from home.
We'll find him.
Do we know exactly which cities were hit, or
Megan?
That's why she was crying. I thought she was crying about Jeremy, but okay.
No.
She's crying about her brother.
Yeah. And no one knows.
Susie.
That's gonna be a hit to their family.
Let's make tomorrow better. Achievement unlocked. Give praise. Thank you, Emperor, for the follow. I am very worried about my daughter.
Oh, man.
Oh, gosh. A proportionate response.
Oh, hey, mistake. What's up?
Okay. Oh gosh. The rest of your shift passes in a blur with the same words going around and around your head. Operatives working.
Go ahead.
Operatives working for advanced detonated nuclear explosives. Initial estimates put death tolls into the millions. Does this really just happen? You pull into the driveway with no memory of journey home. The lights in the front door is clearly on. Clearly someone's inside is still awake. The door creaks open to the living room and you find Sam sitting on the sofa staring at the TV. The screen is off and they're clearly lost in thought. So I take a seat beside them and put a reassuring hand on their shoulder. I'm pretty sure my hand is not reassuring right now, but okay. They don't look at you, but they do reach up to take your hand in theirs. Never closer, you can see the tears falling freely down Sam's face.
Our little girl. Oh, God.
No, I don't know what to do.
What the hell can we do? The bastards killed Susie. Oh. And millions of others, all because of their bleeping war, which we never asked for.
Behind the tears, you see a fire. Raw fury you've never seen in Sam before.
I hate them, Alex. I know you've always supported Advance, but after this, they're monsters. I need to know you understand that we're not going to help them anymore.
Okay, we'll take the angry route. Fine. Relief spreads over Sam's face like a wave, and they collapse against you, clutching tightly. Clearly, this was weighing heavily on them. You're not sure you've even processed it all fully yet. You know why I'm afraid of saying that? Because Charlie's in the house. But at least you'll get through it together. That's why I wanted to go neutral. But also Sam is... I don't...
It's your kid.
Oh,
it's your
no.
kid.
Oh no. A final farewell. The last week has passed in a blur, a rush of things to do, but all immediately forgotten. Your memory clouded by a dark fog. 9 days since the so-called Liberation Night and the beginning of Advance's new future. You weren't the first ones at church today. You were staggered by the number of people who have come to mourn with you. Everyone here for the same reason, sharing the same pain, the same sense of loss. It's written all over their faces, much as it would be on yours. You step away from everyone else, needing space to gather your thoughts. Poor daughter. Poor little Susie. Gone. Sam had said little since that evening. They're still getting over the shock. But when you walk over and squeeze their hand, They squeeze back tightly. You'll get through this together. You can only imagine how awful it would be to face this alone. There hadn't even been a coffin to bury.
Yeah.
So Susie's gone?
Susie's gone.
The days are... Okay.
Oh.
An academic exodus. Oh! Okay. Oh no. Oh no, what's happening? It's a seemingly ordinary morning, but as you get into work, you see a small crowd gathered in a break room. When you go in to grab your first cup of tea of the day, you can't help but overhear some excited chatter.
You hear? Yeah, another one's gone missing. What's that bring the total up to now? Oh, I should think over 100 at this point. They won't all have been reported or noticed yet.
What? Missing?
Missing?
Missing? Sorry, what's going on?
Oh my god.
An excited young woman turns to you and begins to explain.
Another professor went missing from Queensview University. With all the other disappearances over the last year, scientists, doctors, researchers.
She pauses before lowering her voice to a whisper.
It's clearly disrupt, targeting the people speaking out against them. I even heard Advance are struggling to prevent further.
A deep, familiar voice from behind you interrupts.
What exactly is going on here?
A silence overtakes the room as you all turn in unison towards the doorway. Bozeman clears his voice before continuing.
I've told you before, I don't want to hear about these so-called disappearances. Come on now, people.
Oh.
What an... Advance has been very clear that they're nothing to worry about, which means they're not our problem. And unless they start classing and cappuccinos as intellectual, I don't think anyone here has anything to worry about. Let's get back to work.
Bozeman holds up a hand and something.
Look, between you and me, this leave it alone malarkey comes along high.
Yeah.
Malarkey.
It's like baloney.
Baloney. It's out of my hands. So I would appreciate it if you would refrain from talking about it further. And make sure the news is in line with that school of thought, yes?
Oh, so we're not supposed to talk about the
Yeah,
disappearances.
that's what it's about. Yep.
He gives you a pat on the arm and a smile before leaving to carry on with whatever it is he does during the workday. It seems that, for better or for worse, public ownership is now in full swing.
Mm-hmm.
But if we censor it, then Disrupt's gonna come for us.
Yep.
Oh, but the days are going anyways. I don't get a choice.
That's 100+ days.
A career in the making.
What?
You drum your fingers on the steering wheel impatiently as you wait for Charlie. Again. It's great he's enjoying Cohesion Cadets and is so enthusiastic, but does he really need to stay behind every week to help? It's your Saturday evening too, after all. Finally, you see him exit the hall, a grin on his face. You can't help but smile back, the frustration starting to fade as you see him so genuinely happy. After hugging his friends goodbye, Charlie heads over to the car and gets in, his face flushed with excitement. So, how was? You're interrupted as he can't contain himself anymore.
Guess what?
What? I play along with a smile.
So, obviously, the Cohesion Cadets is a starting point for becoming a CCO, so we get a head start when applying for that.
Charlie gushes, clearly keen on explaining his news, almost tripping over the words in his efforts to tell you.
Well, apparently, from next year, the top 5% of cadets will be taken into a special program to become CCMs, Community Cohesion Managers. And guess who's gonna be in it?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Basically, they need a new liaison team between regular people, the CCOs, and the Betterment Department. And that'll be us. People come to us with concerns and we'll decide whether they need referrals, and if so, to which department. Cool, right?
Oh. This?
So you're gonna be helping people report on their friends and neighbors. Oof.
Oh.
And you did say we are doing the human route, right?
Alright.
Well, yeah, I guess. But only bad people. It's about helping the community, making it safer for everyone. You don't like the CCOs? Or the betterment teams?
So Charlie's frowning at this, right?
Yeah, he's frowning.
I don't think this is a bad thing to say.
I'm just worried about them having that much power and turning people against each other. I do not think that's I don't think that's bad. It's because, you know...
Like we're being like super rah, 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 rah.
You're not angry. You're starting to sound like the people that Advance are trying to help.
Charlie looks at you, a serious expression on his face.
Don't worry, I'll make sure that everyone gets the support they need. This is a good thing for the community, and the team will be able to help everyone.
He nods to himself and sits back in his seat. The mood in the car is somewhat icy for the rest of the journey home. I hope it's not a sign of where things are going.
Oh, okay, so it was like a, don't worry, I'm gonna...
Yeah, he's just gonna sulk.
Yeah, he's gonna sulk.
A spark to light the flames. You're surprised to see Sam in bed next to you when you wake up. They must have got in very late last night from drinks with the folks from school. You decide to let them sleep and enjoy a lazy Sunday morning. With the house quiet, you decide to bring some breakfast into the living room and watch some TV while you eat.
This is breaking news. Reports are coming in from across the country that large swathes of farmland went up in flames last night as part of what authorities are calling a heinous and well-planned act of terrorism by the group known as Disrupt.
I drop my spoon back into the porridge and turn up the volume.
In addition to food stores, which government sources have said will put a strain on universal menu centers countrywide, a number of CCO and civic buildings were targeted in last night's attack. According to Prime Minister Julia Salisbury, specific prisons and re-education and betterment facilities were raided, and a small selection of problematic and potentially dangerous individuals were forcibly extracted from lawful custody.
CCOs?
CCOs.
Isn't that...
Charlie.
You hold your breath, waiting to hear if anyone got hurt.
Fortunately, the CCOs were all prepared for an event like this, and Disrupt appeared to be disorganized in comparison. While there were a limited number of fatalities,
Limited?
my eyes.
Limited?
These were entirely limited. These were entirely comprised of Disrupt terrorists, with only 3 CCOs reported injured in the various conflicts across the country. A significant amount of disruptive activities were arrested and incarcerated, awaiting transfer to a betterment center. More in the story as it
Betterment
develops.
Center.
The Betterment Center.
Is Charlie okay?
Well, there's 3 people that were injured.
Ugh. I go and turn off the TV.
Sorry.
You're interrupted by Charlie walking into the living room. Okay, he's fine. My gosh. Bleary-eyed and with a piece of toast.
Anything interesting going on?
He gestures to the TV. Mutely, you leave the news on as they cycle through the story again. Charlie watches in a hushed silence. By the end of the broadcast, they're dubbing it the Night of the Fire.
Everything's going to be okay, right?
I hope so. We'll have to see.
I mean, that's all we can say.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
No title. It's a work day.
It's a work day. And probably the
last work day?
Maybe. It's getting...
It feels like we're reaching the end.
It's getting heated.
Yeah. We're going to get our first bad end or something. I don't know. Or like neutral end. Oh gosh. The uprising. A year and a half since Liberation Night.
Can you hear me? Alex? Are you receiving? Calling?
Yeah?
Come in, Alex.
I think you have to answer the radio.
The revolution starts tonight, Alex, and to be frank, we need your help. I know you've never been that sympathetic to our cause, but since the bomb...
Wait, what?
Well, you've seen what happened. They have to be stopped, Alex.
What?
It's Disrupt.
Who are you?
Tonight, well...
It's Disrupt?
Yeah, it's that guy, remember?
Play our tape at the second break. It's on your right. And please, when I hack in, let my message reach the people just once, just tonight, before advance can't be stopped.
So?
So what?
How's it doing?
How should I know?
What, you haven't heard from me?
Second.
Second?
Second.
Oh, okay, I'm dumb. I can't listen to basic instructions. Okay.
You're okay.
Oh
Don't play
god,
any advance.
I'm really frazzled.
Don't play any advance.
Why?
Well, you can. I guess you can. I guess you still can.
Okay. I'll put it after.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go. Wait. It's volume, sorry. Give me one second,
yes,
everyone.
volume.
You should be able to hear the broadcast clearly now.
Casting across the territories. My name is Megan Wolf. Our top stories tonight. Future legend. It's been 40 days since Disrupt conducted multiple attacks across the territories. During the coordinated action, subsequently dubbed the Night of Fire, emergency services were kept busy at the agricultural centres, while a series of covert attacks were carried out freeing political prisoners, including former newsman Jeremy Donaldson.
Wait, including him
Nothing's
what?
been heard from the missing journalist since the
Oh,
violent
he's
Disrupt attack
missing.
on his convoy 6 weeks ago. Donaldson was on his way back to Betterment after his notorious court appearance. All of us here at
Notorious.
Channel 1 hope that wherever he is now, he's safe. Food glorious
Yeah, I
food.
can't say
With the
anything
last
bad
of the
about him,
menu
sorry.
centres opening in territories 5, 8 and 14 today, Advance confirmed that the programme is now in full operation, providing free food for every citizen of the new future. What started as rationing during the 20-week war has blossomed into a social contract that is the envy of the unawakened world.
Okay.
Promising a healthy, nutritious diet designed to keep all citizens at peak performance.
Even wine?
The menu centres used locally sourced produce for that farm-to-plate experience without the need
Not
for
on the
spreading
wine.
manure in your tighty whities. Happy talk. Record happiness levels have been reported today across the territories.
Happiness level?
As more and more
Happy
former
levels.
countries join the new future, a survey carried out by scientists at Queensview University reveals a stunning fall in depression, self-harm and suicides, especially in those territories which have historically faced the most unjust of divisions.
I don't know.
Professors Whiff Piffle and Grantley Major said that
Grantley
their rigorous
Major.
statistical analysis left them in no doubt that things are numerically better for everyone everywhere. So if you think you're feeling down in the dumps tonight, you're empirically wrong.
Wow. We're
Something's
empirically
coming.
wrong.
Unsubstantiated rumours here in
Oh my
Territory
God,
1
being
of armed
gaslighted.
protests
Right?
tonight by
You're sad?
increasingly
No,
desperate
you're not.
disrupt
No, you're not.
terrorists. Despite the best
The news
efforts
says
by the
so.
government, the self-styled resistance movement has continued to carry out a series of ever more extreme attacks. When asked about Disrupt's future plans, inexplicably popular spokesman Alan James answered, "You won't have to wait long to find out." Thanks, Alan. Opaque as always.
Yeah, because we're gonna
Meanwhile,
play it.
3 stories we've been following reach interesting endings this evening. Weeping spores. Responsibilities overwhelming success in controlling pregnancy
You might
seems to
wanna
have come with
close your
unforeseen
eyes after
consequences as
picking.
sexually transmitted infections
I'll let
soar
you know when
across
it's
the
done.
territories.
Okay.
A particular concern is a new
How will I-
supervised
okay.
mutation, which one sufferer described as like being fisted up my inflamed Remington. Not the
Ooh.
legacy the CEO would want after a tempestuous 2 years at the top. She resigned this morning.
I see.
Fun guy. Unexpected news today as 2 familiar scientists announced the birth of an extraordinary child. The underground struggle of doctors David Wong and
What happened?
Ingrid Sporsborg and Horgensvoort captured the
Ingrid
hearts of people
Sporsborg and
around the world.
Horgensvoort.
And after an arduous return voyage, which
I
took
don't know.
over a year, the couple
Is
say
that-
they've never been happier.
Is that a baby or is that one of those fluffy dolls?
If a bit partial to the airing.
I can't tell from here.
Hit the woodwork. Disgraced former sportsman Johnny Hamsleeves isn't half the man he used to be.
It's
Quite
the same
true.
thing.
After selling
Yeah,
a
it is the
kidney
same
a year
thing.
ago
I don't
to
see
pay
any
for his
difference.
substance addiction, Johnny says he's finally found the answer. In a candid interview with Grip magazine, Johnny admits that although he finally has enough cash to support his habit, his homemade prosthetics have made taking the drugs a bit tricky.
Don't
All that,
take
plus we'll be
drugs
taking a trip
then.
to dangly parts for the notice board, as well as getting a sneak peek
This
at
has
the
been your
hottest tickets
PSA,
in
everyone.
town.
Don't
That's
take
all coming up on
drugs.
Tonight's National Nightly News.
Here we go again. Oh! Do we want to get hacked?
No.
Alan said. Alan.
No.
Okay.
Alan said to play the video, right?
And let him hack.
Let him hack?
Once,
Now?
at least once. Not right now, maybe later. We'll do it at a good section.
But first, 500 days after the loss of a fine leader and a great man,
Who?
the start of tonight's programme is dedicated to remembering and celebrating the life
Who?
of Peter Clement.
Oh my
Patrick Bannon
God.
is live from Parliament
Who?
Park, where Julius
Peter
Salisbury will be
Clement.
breaking
Who?
ground on what will soon be a memorial
The other
garden
guy,
in
the
Peter's honour.
guy with the bad mouth.
Listening to that old bitch lying through her teeth about missing
Oh.
that poor bastard.
Patrick,
I don't know what I'm going to do.
we're live.
Because I'm not being funny. Things were better with Peter, weren't they?
Patrick?
They were, and I don't mind saying it. They were, because he held her back. But now there's no stopping
Maybe
her.
you shouldn't
We're live.
Can't
censor
say that, can
that.
I, Francis? No, not with public ownership. No, with public ownership, you can't say anything these days.
There.
She's lost it, mate. She's completely off the rocker. I heard from an aide that... Hello, Megan. You join me here live from the what? Hello, Megan. You join me here live from the what? Oh.
Well.
Oh.
Looks like we've lost some signal there for a moment. Well, we will be going live to that groundbreaking
Beautiful.
ceremony just as soon as we can get Patrick back.
Oh.
Meanwhile, let me just say, I think the memorial garden
Oh,
is going to
no.
be gorgeous. I've had a sneak
He's
peek
gonna
at the
get dragged
designs,
off.
and Alana Marsh has done a fabulous job.
To the
Oh, okay, all right,
betterment.
seems like we have got the signal
The
back.
betterment,
We
yeah.
can now go live
Oh,
to Patrick
no.
Bannon in Parliament Park. Patrick.
Who are you?
Thank you, Megan. I'm Patrick Bannon.
You are?
And we are indeed live.
You are?
Here. Apologies for the technical difficulties there, but any moment now,
I'm
Julius
sorry.
Salisbury will step out on stage
Ma'am?
behind me.
Alex, Bolton here. The boys in editing have just informed me that the eulogy footage isn't fully cut together yet. You're going to have to do it on the fly.
I'm sorry,
For
what?
goodness sake, make sure you make it look good.
Slowly gathering.
Make who look good?
This is Alan. You can undermine them here and help us win hearts and minds.
Oh gosh.
Alex, really bad.
Don't do this to me.
And it seems like the ceremony
Remember,
is getting underway.
we are
Here
doing-
is Prime Minister Julius Salisbury, the picture of elegance, to begin her address.
Good evening, fellow teammates
Oh, gosh.
and friends.
But why is it saying him?
500 days ago, all of our lives changed irrevocably. Still
Oh,
reeling from the
gosh.
triumphs and tribulations of Liberation Night,
You
another
murdered
great
him.
loss befell the
Wait,
people of
he's
these newly
what?
united
He's
territories.
the
The loss of a leader,
he's alive.
a statesman, a
No,
dear
those are pre.
and a hero.
Cut to
Peter
those.
Gordon Clement.
Peter's
Those are
death
like
at the age of just 62, of course, announced
just,
by the
you know,
team on the 24th of December.
recorded
just
stuff.
6 weeks
Oh.
after Liberation Night.
Born to a working class family on a housing estate in Rotherham, he first trained as a carpenter
that?
before getting his start on television.
Oh, it's him when he was
First
younger.
moving and building scenery, and then developing into the personality that we all knew and loved so much.
Just the Journal first hit our screens over 25 years ago, running for 11 series, winning multiple awards, and charming audiences up and down the country.
Peter taught us, all of us, not to be content with the way things are, not to accept inequities, no matter how small. But he also taught us what it took to fight them.
He's fighting.
Courage, integrity, empathy, and
Yep.
hard bloody graft.
Across a career spanning 3 decades, Peter came up for shows including Wake Up, It's Saturday, and much later, late night chat show PT, which at its peak
Oh, here
drew
we go.
millions of
Oh
viewers.
gosh.
Peter was by no means a saint. Trust me, he once told me he had more regrets than he'd had stolen dinners.
I'm sorry, what?
He always did have a knack for a turn of phrase. But it speaks to the strength of his character
God.
that he chose to share with us his mistakes alongside his achievements, his faults as well as his talents. Peter had the heart to give it all he had for the people of these united territories.
Famous for his potty mouth, it's estimated conservatively that Peter Clement uttered over 1.5 million swear words during his career.
I'm sorry, that's a
Some
lot.
sources put this figure well in excess of 2 million F-bombs alone.
That's a lot of F-bombs.
Gripped by illness as he was in the weeks and months leading up to Liberation Night, he wasn't
Oh, did he
the
just
man
clock
we
someone in screen 2? I missed it.
But his eyes still twinkled with that familiar joy for life.
Look at that.
Spark of wisdom.
Look at that spark and wisdom.
Life lived for others.
That life lived for others.
Prime Minister Clement, of course, died from apparent liver failure after suffering
Liver
from the
failure.
long-term effects of alcohol abuse.
Oh, so he died.
Or so they say.
Or so they say.
Nearly 20 years ago. Moment before I was supposed to give a speech. Not unlike this one, actually. Only I'd spilt coffee all down myself, and I was young, nervous, desperate to be liked, and then from behind me I heard, "Christ, you've either pissed your keks or sprung a leak, but either way you've got a problem."
I just want to look at her too, you know?
And before I could even say a word, he stripped off his dry
the
trousers
heck?
and insisted I took them. That was the sort of man that Peter Clement was.
One that would take off his
Kind,
pants?
compassionate, sensitive, a brilliant thinker, a natural leader,
Uh-huh.
but mostly
Mostly
a good
this.
man.
Woo!
This glorious, beautiful and new.
Whoops.
Thank you, Alex. There'll be another opportunity to steal.
Oh, I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
It's really starting. You'll know when.
Okay, I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
The future he
Fine.
forged, the boundaries he pushed. To me,
I'm surprised that my boss didn't say anything
always
yet.
be the man in his pants cheering on a stranger.
I'm
at the back
sorry,
of the
don't say it like that, ma'am.
Wait, what?
It is my great honor to give to you
Uh-huh.
the Peter Clement Memorial Garden.
Okay.
See if we can get a
Stop
countdown
it.
going. Everyone with me? 10, 9, 8, 7.
Now, Alex, control the message.
Control what message?
Oh,
Control
down there.
Where?
Look. Cameras, now.
We're gonna help you. We need a medic here! You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Okay, you two stay with him.
Mom, we have to stay by your side.
I am the Prime Minister, and if I give you an order, you will damn well follow it.
No,
Do you
no, no.
understand?
The other one.
Do you understand?
I said turn the fucking camera. Keep your eyes open.
Look at me. Stay with me. Help me. Stay with me. We've got you. I've got you. Just stay with me. No. Stay with me. I need help now. Please, stay with me. Please.
Request authorization. Centipedes requested. Target approaching Songbird.
People,
The other one.
justice
Yeah.
demands a response.
Haven't you done enough? Look around you. This is what your precious freedom looks like, is it? Fire!
People,
Rise up!
Take to the streets, the time has come! Stop fires! Break windows! Draw them out! They can't stop us all! Resist! Distract!
Lower your weapons!
Mom?
I said, lower your weapons now!
Centipedes authorization was granted. None.
It was unnecessary. Can't you see?
Shut it off. I said turn it off.
Is this where we...
Yes. Alison. She had 2 children. She had never hurt a soul. She just wanted to have her voice heard. And now. But I guess this is how revolutions are made. They begin with blood, but they end with freedom. Go to team headquarters. Please, join your voices with ours tonight. For Alison and for her children.
The explosion's happening in my ear.
We'll be back after this. We'll be back.
Sorry, Megan.
I don't know what else to say. We need your help. I'm begging you.
I already pressed the advertisement.
It's becoming a weekly event.
What more do you want from me?
It's different tonight. This is the big one. Great.
There's a revolution happening outside and we're off to dangly fucking parks.
That's journalism, apparently.
We're gonna get dragged off.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get dragged off. We're gonna finally be able to turn fully around, and it's gonna be us watching us being dragged off.
Yep.
My parents are not rich. My mother was a nurse and my father worked in a factory. I was the first member of my family to go to university.
At least I'll tidy up before then.
The impending, inevitable doom.
Over the years, my jealousy
Just
grew. So when Advance came to power, I didn't think about the damage they would do.
Because the fact that this guy hasn't said anything probably means that he's calling for the police to get us.
Punished. I didn't see
you got a CCO coming for us, Charlie.
Probably.
We should have been helping everyone else to
We reappropriately so, huh?
Yep.
Under
We do.
Advance, the country is poorer. It is poorer in ambition. It is poorer in aspiration. We are infantilized by Advance's naive policies. Policies born from absurd...
Alex, during this next section, a cameraman working in the newsroom who's one of us is going to get a coded location out. We don't know yet which camera he's on, but if we find out, I'll let you know. Just keep your eyes out for the fist and try and keep it on the air for at least 5 seconds. Our operatives will do the rest.
Okay.
Our only hope.
This is your new makeup artist, Craig?
No.
What?
No.
Now lies.
10 seconds, everybody. Sorry, Craig. It's a no. Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Boy.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, Megan Wolfe. Very shortly, we'll be heading on over to the final episode of what has quickly become a hugely successful feature, the notice board. But before we do, let's
the
chat
notice
to
board.
Philippa Radin. Tell me, why do you think the public love the notice board so much?
It's real. There, I said it. It connects with people. You know, people look at us and they say, those are real people struggling with real problems.
That's a really interesting point.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to my PA secretary as I got out the limo, I was saying...
Yell at me if you see a fist that I don't, okay?
...to see normal, authentic people like them on TV.
People like you.
Yeah, precisely.
I can't...
Unfortunately, then I was
Let me see.
interrupted by some
It's probably not here yet, but
a swift
maybe.
kicking from security soon put him back in line.
That's not a fist, is it?
I think it's really good that our screens are filled with such relatable stories. So
it's
the
moving.
notice board is coming to an end after a sensational time at the top.
Is that a fist?
What do you think has made this show so successful?
That's not a
Combination
fist.
of so many things.
That just says meant.
It
My
just
hard
says
work,
meant.
my talent, my look.
Wow, you really have a lot to thank you for.
Hey, hey, hey. You're welcome.
We've just heard. Our man's on camera 4.
Okay.
I have a real sense of responsibility now. You know, a sense I've been entrusted
There it is, there it is.
something
There it is.
precious, and that
2.
I should use.
Get back to the interview, Alex.
3.
Yeah,
4.
that's really important.
5.
We should use this platform to do good in the world.
All right.
I agree.
That's
All
exactly
right,
it.
you did it.
So I've decided to help as many
Excellent work, Alex. That's the location shared. Next, you'll need to give them the go.
Is that better access to education or, reducing child poverty?
No, by adopting as many as I can get my
We're gonna
hands
get the
on.
sack.
Oh,
We're gonna
okay.
get the sack.
How many children have you adopted?
Oh, we're well into the double figures now, Megan.
Why are they
Stop
talking
counting
about
in the
children
late
now?
I don't know. I'm not even paying attention.
Yeah, once we finish putting them into the guest room, I'll have to put a futon in the laundry cupboard.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
really are some
what?
sort of hero.
Hey, I live a privileged life. What can I say? I mean, any child I can take on is a child
was that?
rescued.
Explosions. It's still happening.
Poor children. Were their lives really that bad before?
Oh, they're Normans, I presume so.
Okay.
They're adopting like refugees' children.
Only 1 in 10,000 children have a celebrity parent.
I'd never thought of it that way
And
before.
I'm doing everything I can to fix those numbers.
All right.
What do you think it is about your life that's so desirable then?
Well, it's mainly shame and panic interspersed with expensive bottled water. So, actually, if anyone wants to, I'd happily trade.
Now that I can relate to. Right, you better go off and get ready. That was Philippa Radin sharing some thoughts about her lifestyle. I think it's really important to stay grounded and keep everything in perspective. Clearly, not everyone else agrees, but that's enough from me. Let's go now over to Dangly Park.
I'm sorry, to what?
Final ever episode of the notice board.
Don't call it that.
What a day! First the tea morning, and now to post this notice. I don't know how I managed to cope with it all. Oh wait, perhaps I do. Oh! By St. Barnabas, what on earth is all this?
Freeze, dirtbag!
Oh, Laura, it's you. I thought for a moment you were a knife-wielding mugger or stabber.
No, I'm afraid not. It's just me, a community cohesion officer, responsible for keeping crime at record
Boo that thing, boo it.
Of course. Keep forgetting that thanks to you and your colleagues,
Sorry, Charlie.
violence on our streets is a thing of the past.
What's all this, Vicar?
I know! It's a disgrace. Somebody has
I'm not going to lie, Alex. It's a hard fight. But we've got the location out, and now we need you to give our people the go code. For the next 3 sound effects, 3 boos in a row. 3 boos, Alex.
They don't call me the Right Reverend. Ripped for no reason.
Yes!
It's no good.
It looks like all those crucifix classes were a waste of time.
Perhaps you, a young CCO, would be able to use it.
2 for 2. Fantastic.
What's happening?
It looks like all those lifting classes
Well, here we
were a
go.
waste of time.
Here we go, this is it.
It's too heavy.
We're gonna get dragged out.
Mm-hmm.
You did it, Alex. We're good to go.
To lift
Oh, he's out.
Did
All right.
someone call for the best firefighter in town? Hi!
Well done, Captain Evans. You're so much stronger than us.
Especially me, the weak old man.
Captain
It's the least I could do
Evans.
for my community.
Because Chris Evans, Captain America.
Yeah. Want to?
No luck catching the little devil then?
Unfortunately not. The ferret struck again last night. When Ray opened the post office this morning, he found that every single stamp had been pre-licked.
God! Some people have no decency.
Sadly, if we don't catch him before tomorrow, we may have to cancel the village fete.
Don't worry, we won't let that happen. Will we, Vicar?
No, no, no. Laura, tell me, why do they call him the ferret?
Some say it's because of his sneaky nature. But really it's because whenever he strikes, he always leaves behind the foul stench of urine.
Never fear, officer. We'll catch this pissy nuisance and save the village fate. Or my name's not Captain Danger Evans.
Captain Danger
The community
Evans.
cohesion team are doing their best, but they simply don't have the smarts to solve this mystery. But I know someone who does. Someone who's about to blow this thing wide open.
Oh, here we go.
Me!
Oh.
Blackout!
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Blackout? What? Y'all ready? Oh, good gosh.
It's the morning of the
Oh, I
village
thought they were gonna
fete,
sing.
Thanks to theatrical convention.
I'm sure if everything goes to plan. Oh, look! There's Mrs. Craven setting up her cake stall.
And look, there's the motorcycle display team setting up for a show that would be far too expensive for live television.
I'm going to set up the coconut shy. What are you doing, Vicar?
First, I'm running the tombola. Then I'll be selling forgiveness for money.
Oh.
Judging the jams?
I couldn't possibly.
Oh, that sounded like Mrs. Craven. Looks like someone sucked all the jam out of her donuts.
I'm sorry.
Damn ferret has struck again!
Whatever are we to do?
Although I'm very competent, I have no idea how to solve this case.
I guess we'll just have to cancel the fate.
Hold it right there, ferret.
Me? Have you been drinking from the fire extinguishers again?
Not you, the vicar.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Admit it. You wanted the village fete cancelled so you could have the day off, didn't you?
I already have to work Sundays. I shouldn't have to work 2 days a week.
How did you know?
Well, my first clue was the smell.
Yes, I do smell of urine.
Next, I
I'm
noticed
sorry.
that his tongue was particularly dry, almost as if he'd been licking thousands and thousands of stamps.
Or perhaps
Wow.
eating Mrs. Craven's baking.
Which brings me on to my third clue. The vicar said that he had no more room for jam.
Almost as if he'd had his fill.
Precisely.
Oh gosh.
But you managed to figure it all out from that?
Well, I also
It's going so, yeah, it's constantly going. Oh, it's more and more. It's just faster.
Get him out of here, officer.
No. Oh god, it's so rapid.
Captain, you could say you ferreted him out.
Hey, come on. Let's go and have a party in my massive garden. I am doing well.
Thanks to you, we're all doing well. That was it, the final ever episode of the Notice Board.
Oh,
and what
gosh.
a way to end it. Thank you as always to Jeff, Philippa and
Oh,
Tommy.
God.
After the break, we'll be both dancing and learning. So don't change that channel. We'll be right back.
That's the ads. Well done, everybody.
Wow! What a brilliant run, eh?
Okay.
This was the break we were hoping you played
Oh.
on tape. It would have had the most impact.
I'm
here.
sorry.
We know you played it earlier, and we appreciate the effort.
We appreciate the effort.
Wow.
Sorry.
Sorry for playing your tape. Ugh.
He said second.
What's E?
E?
E probably means really bad, eh?
Oh. Nah, E means
A, B,
exceptional.
C, D, E, F. It's like I've never gotten such a low grade in my life.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh, it's just. Oh gosh.
Sarah, anything?
Hey, Mum, I'm really not supposed to say.
Are we safe?
Hi, I'm
Yeah.
ready. Jenny just said to ask
Jenny?
you to touch up.
Did she? That's my shade, is it?
Yeah.
This is my shade?
Yeah. Oh god.
I'm gonna run back to Jenny now.
It says no.
Sorry about that, Sarah. Nothing you can tell me. At all, like at all.
They've said no one's died, that's all I can say.
10 seconds.
Okay. What you're here protecting?
She is in tears. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Oh, she started crying. Poor dear.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later in this segment, we're hoping to be able to go back to Patrick Bannon at the scene of tonight's shocking Disrupt attack. But first, I'm delighted to be joined by the cast of the smash hit musical everyone is talking about.
Yeah?
I'll be speaking with
Which
the
is?
cast in a moment, but first, let's take a
Oh,
look at them
no.
in action. Please give a warm National Nightly welcome to the Novaries.
Are we really doing music? Oh gosh, we are.
Doctor? Yes, I see. Thank you
Oh
for letting me know.
gosh. It's booming.
I have a decent life. I'm a happy, loving wife. And my job is well paid and fulfilling. I have a husband, John. He's due home soon, won't be long. And I have to tell him some
Okay.
Take time alone together to talk and laugh and play. We prioritize our needs. We do charitable deeds. But
My entire area shook.
happy life are now beset by me.
I'm home.
Oh, darling John. Oh, dearest John. There's something very wrong. I've just had a conversation with our doctor, David Wong, so please be seated. This news will make you feel defeated. The scans revealed a lump.
You poor unlucky chump. Is it cancer?
Worse, oh, John. We're having a baby.
How is that worse?
How can this be? Oh, woe is me. Why has this happened to me? I always wear 2 condoms for the maximum of
Safety in our tiny flat. We built a peaceful habitat. Now our lives are fucked. We're having a baby.
I'm sorry?
Now you can't have any wine at book club.
And there won't be any time for foot rubs.
Now your hair will stink of weed.
And you'll start to disagree.
And forget about that holiday in Territory 3. No more waking up at 10:30. In fact,
They're calling the places that they took from other people just territory numbers instead of their original names.
you'll be lucky if you even make it out to the pub. Why can't we be more like our gay and lesbian chums?
Oh hey, look, they're inclusive.
When I take a sick day at
Oh, they're inclusive.
home.
The parasite won't leave you alone.
How he's wrong.
Parasite, my god.
Let's just focus on the good side, like they're inclusive. See? This family. And this family.
Oh, yeah.
No one wails and no one bawls. No one draws things on the walls.
A happy husband.
A wonderful wife.
We got a childless life.
We're having a baby.
Is that a bad thing?
We're having a baby. Changing nappies daily.
If you're only changing it once, that'd be pretty bad for the baby.
No more weekends by the coast. Now your kid is uppermost. It's more than a passing craze to have childless days.
We're having a baby.
Food and drink thrown everywhere. Death trap toys at the top of the stairs. Every parent prays to have childless days.
We're having a baby.
No more spas and no more. We're having a baby. 18 years on bills sadly. Time for a whole new phase.
We're having a baby.
One more thing before the show begins. Have you considered that you might be having twins?
Oh.
Oh no.
That's not what I thought they'd say. I thought they'd say, have you considered a vasectomy? Because it rhymes.
The Novaries there, treating us to their opening number from Elegy for a Childless Life, which is currently the hottest ticket in the capital theatre
Elegy for a childless. Oh my god.
Then come on, you got, come on down, let's go, don't be shy. Hello. Hi, Megan. Hi. It's an honour to be here. Oh, really? Are you fans of the show? Yes, used to be. Well, listen, let's get stuck in.
Used to be.
Your amazing musical. Now, I mean, not only do you perform this show every single night,
with matinees on Wednesday and Saturday.
Right, but you're also the show's creators, am I right? Well, everyone contributed.
It's still booming.
Some of us went away and did the actual work on the script. But no, it's very much a team effort.
I'm still not over
How rude of me.
Alan complaining about
I'll be the one being
ungrateful.
Let's go down the line, shall we?
Hi, I'm Jack.
Jim Blunt. Pleasure to be here.
Jennifer Boreham Woodley.
Hello, I'm John Sapley. Used to be in the business professionally.
My name's Jill, with a J.
And I'm Janet.
I'm the youngest.
That's incredible.
Uh-huh.
And you were all friends previously. I mean, what a coincidence, right? With your names beginning with a J.
Oh my goodness, guys! Our names all begin with J.
How have we never noticed that?
Because you haven't typed them out 1,000 times, maybe?
You knew? Why didn't you say anything?
I thought we all knew. It's bloody obvious, isn't it? I just thought we were doing a funny thing where we never mentioned it. And I believe as well as being friends, you're also couples. You know, in real life as well as in the show.
Well, oh, well. Not exactly. Oh.
I'm not married to him. I'm with Janet.
And I'm with John, you lucky bean.
Jim and I are married.
4 fabulous years.
Well, that must make for some confusion in the rehearsal room.
Well, you should have seen the first draft. Jen decided that Jack would play Jim, I would play Jack.
I'm sorry, what?
Jen, Janet, Jill, Jen, Janet, Jill.
I'm sorry. I'm not
lost.
following.
Well,
I'm lost.
my
Like,
character was
I
originally
don't.
just called Man 1.
People can play who they want to play, but like, I'm lost.
Not for a professional.
After much toing and froing.
And gnashing and wailing.
And gin and tonic.
We decided that we'd just use our own names, which is less truthful.
We're also less likely to go into the wrong dressing rooms.
Oh, God, yeah, that would be very embarrassing, wouldn't it? Of course, when I first wrote it, we were only meant to run for a few nights at the Nimbley Village Hall, but when I registered it with the Department for Culture, it caught the eye of someone high up, and before you could say overnight sensation, we were transferring to the capital.
It's all been a bit of a roller coaster, really. I'm only 19. I'm the youngest.
You really don't have to repeat that.
I had to give up my job as a mortuary technician.
Well, yes, we all had to move to the capital.
I love that job.
It's been a very turbulent time.
So peaceful.
I like that.
No singing.
This piece isn't.
Stand by, Alex. Censor the orange.
It's about children and why you shouldn't have them. In a way, I guess it is political, with a small p. After all, we are a solid unit, and eagle-eyed audience members will see we nod our heads to advance on stage throughout, and we target the messaging at women aged 22, well, about 35, as they're the most likely to be afflicted by this terrible problem.
Wow.
Terrible problem.
That is a lot of.
Having children.
Well, you understand, Megan.
You clearly agree. Wow, this isn't about me. Of course, we see that there are advantages to a family unit, but eagle-eyed couples watch as the little parasites advance on their lives. And there's no time to play the guitar, get through a book, or watch a movie. They're exhausted, passed out on the couch by 20 to 9, for God's sake.
You're very chatty tonight, dear.
Usually I'm the chatty one. Because
you're the youngest, we know. It's not a badge of honour, Janet.
Janet, please.
Oh, boy.
Well said, John.
Oh,
Thanks,
boy.
Janet. Got you back.
That was a heck lot.
What is the
So we're censoring, like, them telling people to not have children?
Obviously.
Yes, and anything
Jennifer,
mentioning advance.
and John have their child, and then the story charts the downfall of their hopes and dreams.
And there's lots of singing.
And dancing.
A lot.
Jenny just mouthed Alex.
Oh my god.
I couldn't hear it, but I'm pretty sure she just opened her mouth, like, really obviously to say Alex. That's us.
Yeah, that's us. Oh my god.
Oh no, they're coming for us. They're coming for us. Okay, we'll have to see it to the end, even if they're coming for us.
My character works at a menu centre for a distribution unit. Eagle-eyed, she sees her friend's rapid advance to a pit of despair. Becoming a target for children's TV advertising at the age of 22, she decides to take drastic action. I can't really say more, though. I probably said too much already.
Let's not spoil the second act
Wait,
for
who's
anyone who
Jenny?
might get to see it.
Which should be
Jenny?
all of you.
What do you
For
mean?
too long, we've been told that a life without children is somehow incomplete. That
What do you mean by it's
children
Jenny?
are a blessing.
I always thought like Jenny was gonna be with Disrupt.
They're not. Besides, there's
What are they talking about?
bastards running around all
Yeah,
over the
what are they
place.
talking
So.
We just want people to have the option of a happy, child-free life without stigma. You know, when I was 14, before I had come out, I had
talking
an
about?
experience with a girl called Julia Jacobs.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's so bloody.
You know, a chance to dip my toes into the...
Oh my god.
Well, thank you all so much for coming in tonight. I really hope you keep them dancing in the aisles for many performances to come. The notary is there. And I am pleased to say we can now go back to Patrick Bannon to get the latest.
That's not Patrick Bannon, though.
That's not Patrick.
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 Are you okay?
Thank you, Megan. This is Patrick Bannon.
You're not
reporting
Patrick
from
Bannon.
the scene of tonight's devastating and symbolic attack tonight this evening. An attack which I myself have found myself caught up in. I'm still a little dazed and a little deaf, Megan. So I hope you'll forgive me if I seem that it's time to speak with the Prime Minister. Mrs. Salisbury, that's you. You're still here. The Prime Minister.
Yes, she is still here.
Not when there were people that needed help. Any team player would have done the same. I don't
Is
deserve
she
praise for
okay?
being human.
Yes, no accolades here. Or Palisades.
Or what?
Lemonade. Right.
Darling, are you
So,
okay?
here's the situation.
okay?
Now, are we safe?
Well, they're dazed.
Yes.
Yeah.
The security services performed their duties without hesitation.
What are
And
they all
I would
talking
like to assure the
about?
public that although there have been
want to
some
know.
injuries,
Oh,
there
no.
were no civilian deaths here this evening.
Oh, that's good news about the...
Whoa!
Sorry, did you...
What happened?
Did you say
Did you
no
see that
deaths?
explosion?
That's right.
We caught an
No, I didn't.
explosion.
Civilian deaths. Just the 4 disrupt terrorists curtailed by law enforcement, who were, as always, so cohesive. If I may, I have a message
Oh, that's
for your
close.
listeners.
Oh, of course, the camera's there. Speak
That's
there,
close.
On the camera there.
Stay at home tonight. Do not become another casualty of war. Disrupt have had their moment, but as the dear departed Peter Clemens once famously said,
Gosh.
it ends today.
There's a smoke there.
Thank you, Prime Minister, for those strong words of strength.
Yeah.
Strong
words of strength. Back to the studio. Megan, now in the studio
Well.
with Megan Wood.
Oh.
Patrick Bannon there, bravely reporting from the front line.
What the frick? It was there, this one.
No, that one, that one.
Well, that brings us to the end of tonight's National Night News. But before we go, one final thought.
Yeah?
Throughout the programme tonight, we've been receiving reports of disrupt activities throughout the territories. Through a series of coordinated attacks, these terrorists are attempting to undermine Advance's vital work. However, sources at team headquarters have told us that this acid revolution was not only predicted, but allowed to happen. Our government have lured Disrupt out from the shadows, and they are not the overwhelming force they would have you believe. The military
Their
have been
lord?
actioned, and well, it's pretty scary out there tonight, so stay at home and stay with Channel 1.
Their
Because
lord?
The team has assured this programme that the terrorists will soon
Their
go
lord?
and once again focus our minds on building the new future.
Lord as in Lord or Lord?
Ah!
Oh, that was an explosion right there.
My name is Megan Wolf. Let's make tomorrow better. And we're out. I threw up a bit in my mouth just then. Surprised that there's any room in there with all the lies.
Oh, efforts! I didn't put it in.
Set up the rocket launcher. Let's silence the monster.
Are you guys gonna be okay? I feel like they're gonna die. They would. Helen.
Oh god.
Hey, we did that. Haha. We did that. We did that. Hey, that was our fault. Haha.
Why is this trap still?
Oh, this is about a dystopian place that we kind of had our hand in making, as you can see here.
Yep.
One day, an important review. Oh no.
Here we go.
You arrive at work a little early, despite— oh no, we're gonna get reviewed.
Yep.
Despite a stressful journey in, you still aren't quite sure of everything that happened though. We need to speak to the boss. Okay, a few minutes later, the bossman arrives disheveled with a stern-looking CEO in tow.
Yes, Winston, good. This is Specialist Ables. She will be observing this interview. Please come inside and take a seat.
The ruddy-faced man bustles into his office and leaves the door open for you to follow. The few times you've been in here before, it was immaculate, with everything in its proper place. Not so today. It must be serious for Bozeman to be this flustered.
So, Alex, do you know why you're here today?
Bozeman's eyes are sharp and his gaze is fixed on your face from across the desk. We're gonna plead like we're dumb. Ables is standing behind you, out of sight, but definitely not out of mind. This sounds really sus! Both sounds really sus!
I mean...
Not really, no. I wasn't involved with anything that happened yesterday. Or, I assume to do with what happened with this drop last night? I guess this one.
Yeah, that one. We're taking full responsibility.
No, we're not.
What? Yes, we are.
No?
What happened last night was nothing short of the culmination of a heinous and outrageous campaign of terror that Disrupt have been reaping on this nation and its territories.
Bozeman shoots a glance behind you to your left where your CO observer is standing.
And it is, of course, our duty to root out this rot wherever we find it to prevent anything like last night happening ever again. I have been asked by Advance to perform interviews with all staff members involved, and will be submitting a personal review of your performance, both during the incident in question and throughout your time here.
This can only end well.
He shoots you a quick smile.
Oh god.
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Arranging some papers, Bozeman clears his throat and begins.
Obviously, a lot happened last night, and I have a number of interviews to conduct today. So I'd rather I'd rather none of them take any longer than necessary. Please be brief, concise, and clear in your answers.
I nod.
Reviewing the broadcast, we noticed something a little odd about a particular camera choice. It was while everyone else was talking. Oh, where did I put it? Yes, here we are. Do you recognize this?
With a flourish, Bozeman introduces the leaflet from the nose board and places it on the desk in front of you. I assumed it was part of the set. Why else would it have been in there on the cameras?
Well, that makes sense. You are responsible for maintaining the set. You can only assume that what's there is meant to be, after all.
I get the feeling that at least some of the above was for the benefit of the CCO in the room.
Thank you, Alex.
And again, for Ables' benefit.
You're so loyal.
Not exactly subtle there.
There was one thing we noted about the finale of the notice board. So he picks up some notes on the other side of the desk. You seem to play an odd choice of sound effects relatively early on. Now, the script was expecting laughs, but all three you chose to play boos.
Okay.
Why did you do that?
I felt they were the most appropriate choices. Art is subjective, after all.
Well, of course. Obviously, we want all of our shows here at Channel 1 to be as successful as possible, and we allow our staff a significant degree of autonomy. I'm sure no one would try to fault you for simply having a different sense of humor.
Yeah, I see Bozeman is frowning as he writes this, clearly not convinced by his own words. Maybe he likes you more than he thought. How many other people would he be interviewing today? At this point, Bozeman took out a pair of glasses and places them somewhat delicately on the end of his nose. Then the portly man leaned forward to examine his notes in detail.
Now, obviously, we expect the odd bit of interference here and there, and unavoidable, however. He paused, turning the page at an agonizing pace. Interference is not the same as terrorist propaganda. Would you care to explain how quite so much of your messaging found its way onto our airwaves?
Oh, I don't know the good answer for this one. With everything else going on, I just didn't realize until it was too late. The machine's been out of date for years, even the last update didn't make life any easier. I'm gonna say this one.
Okay.
Blame it on the tech.
Blame it on the tech.
Uh-oh. Out of the center... that might not have been... Out of the corner of your eye, you note Specialist Abels is visibly more attentive, awaiting your boss's response.
It's certainly true that accidents happen, and with the various stresses of last night's broadcast, I don't think anyone could begrudge you a slight drop in attention.
Yeah. Bozeman smiles warmly at you. As Abels returns to their passive stance, I offered a strange smile back. A loud creak breaks the growing silence as Bozeman leans back in his chair.
The tape of that poor Miss Brightman.
Uh-oh. This is bad. This is bad.
Let me understand. Why play that tape?
As you meet his gaze, you're almost surprised to see an earnest concern in the old man's eyes. It seemed like the news isn't that what we do show. No! I was worried what this sort might do if I didn't play it. Okay.
What? No, not...
No?
It was news.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, heck. You watch
okay.
as Bozeman slowly cleans his glasses before answering. Well, at the end of the day, you choose
to do it, Alex. I don't know if I'd have done the same in your shoes. But I think it's clear enough you thought it was the right thing to do, and that's all we can ask of you.
He clears his throat and leans forward again, smile once again on his face.
I believe that's all I had for you.
Oh my gosh, are we safe?
I've obviously got a lot more interviews ahead of me, so I think we can leave that for now, Alex.
Okay.
Osmond looks at the CEO and seeming to get the response he wants.
Okay.
Thankfully, the stroke was thwarted last night, so we're still strong and on the air. You can head back to your post now. Thank you for your time.
But back to normal?
Maybe.
Are we okay?
I mean, I think we're okay. Bozeman is trying to, like,
I feel like Bozeman is on our side, right? And look, it's been so many days. We're okay, right? The banquet.
Yeah, we're okay.
We're definitely not going to be invited to that banquet. It's your anniversary, and this day you've got a plan. A week away could be just what the doctor ordered for you and Sam, but it won't be cheap. We have money. It's more than you just signs for spending. No, we're spending it. Technically not
negative. Ooh.
Last time you went away, amazing weekend. This time you're gonna be better. And what's better is started off by going all out, cooking a nice meal from scratch. Fancy. Sam's gonna love it. Sam should be here at any minute. Even you and Chris seem to be on the same page for the first time in years.
Oh, Chris.
Oh, Chris. I was like, Charlie, oh no.
No, Chris.
Maybe it's been long enough for them to forgive you, or perhaps they've decided they were unfair to you, but either way, you're grateful for newfound peace. They even helped you clean up the house today, so when Sam gets back from work, it'll be pristine. You can clear the keys in the lock and put in the final touches in place.
Sam.
As Sam steps into the alleyway, you're waiting in the doorway in the kitchen, dressed to the nines and acting as nonchalant as possible.
Alex? What's all this? Oh my god, did you clean? And what's that smell?
They give you a quick kiss as they step past you into the kitchen, where the banquet is laid out, candles lit, with Chris and Charlie standing quietly, grinning.
Oh my god, Alex.
Happy anniversary, Sam. Happy anniversary! Comes the chorus from your two cheerleaders. As Sam turns to you, smiling with tears in their eyes.
Alex, this is perfect.
Sam rushes over and kisses you softly, only breaking off when you get a less than subtle cough from Charlie.
So I got officially accepted into the Community Cohesion Management Program.
Mm-hmm.
And that's our cue. Come on, Charlie, time for us to go. Have fun, you two.
Chris, thank you, sincerely. Also, I need to change my phone.
Okay.
It's dead.
Uh-oh, I see. Oh, wow.
Alright, I am back. I think it works. Okay, it is. Are we not at the end yet?
Welcome back. Not really. You're welcome. I should go get our dinner, and you can grill Charlie when he's back.
Really?
Tomorrow. As in, not tonight. See ya.
Oh, with a wink, they finish ushering Charlie out of the house. I pull Sam's chair out for her. Them.
Why, thank you.
Sam says, taking a seat and grinning at you.
So Charlie's been busy.
They shake their head as you take your own seat up opposite them.
Tomorrow. For now, you really didn't have to do all this, Alex.
Oh, I know. I wanted to. Daisukiyo, Sam.
Daisuki. Daisuki. Oh.
They breathe, admiring the panoply that word, of food you've prepared for them.
Now where on earth do I begin?
They laugh as you pour the first glass of champagne of the evening. You're very lucky to have such a wonderful family. Who could ask for more? I could ask for more. Susie!
Susie. Also,
hello, dear Mrs. Oh gosh. That's like 500 days. A year and a half. A job down.
Oh, this is it. We're getting the sack.
Are we getting the sack? Everything's ready. You and Sam have been trying to watch Bullet Man for years, but you missed it in cinemas. Okay, we're watching. The front door opens. We're all ready to go. Get your bum in here. Sam comes in with a vacant stare, ignoring both film and snacks as they sit down next to you. You have to actually nudge them to break their stupor. Sam, what is it?
I've just been let go from work.
Oh.
Sam is just staring into space. Apparently there just isn't a need for 2 nursery teachers anymore. Not enough children. So they can't justify the expenses.
Oh.
Oh. It's that thing. It's that thing, you know?
The propaganda.
Yeah.
Honey, I'm so sorry. It'll be okay. You'll find another...
No. Look, no, you don't get it. There just isn't that demand for younger years teachers anymore. Not just here. Anywhere. I don't know what I'm going to do. What we're going to do.
I pull Sam into a hug. I know things are tough, but we'll think of something.
Oh, Alex. We're barely scraping by as it is, and now...
Sam starts to sob.
We're gonna have to sell the house. I can't see any other option. We've got too many debts to pay.
If that's what we have to do, then fine. It's only the 2 of us living here now anyways.
I suppose you're right. Still, I hate the idea of losing this place. Think of everything that's happened here, Alex.
They fall silent, thinking. Eventually, you start the film, but neither of your hearts are into it. Too busy thinking about the future. Still, a house isn't everything. It's the people who make it a home. Home is where the heart is, after all. A change of scenery. Oh, we're actually gonna have to move.
Yep. Because, you know, it has to be cheaper. 1975. And
Jeff is just the
worst.
Thank you, game, for your suggestion. Alright. Ren, are you okay with going on for a bit more?
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, I can't...
Sterility.
Can't stop. I don't understand what's happening.
3
It's
years
been 3
since
years
the uprising.
Hello, Alex. I've checked the schedule for tonight. Nothing major to report. Certainly isn't anything you can't handle. Still, at least my daughter's in for Advance's new initiative. That should liven things up a bit here. Keep up the good work.
Oh gosh, what is this setup? They gave us new setups. Because we complained about the setup, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. They gave us a new... It's tidier.
It is. And look at this team logo.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Oh gosh, Betterment? Oh, yeah, right, I forgot.
And this is Jenny, who's the floor manager. Hi, Stacey.
There's only 3 now.
That's Colin. He, do not, just don't talk to Colin.
Not getting involved and bring your daughter to work, eh, Colin?
Nah, we don't believe in it.
All right, come and sit next to Mum.
Believe in what?
Just days.
Atta girl.
10 seconds, everybody. All of it.
Monday's a myth.
That explains so much. Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3,
Good evening and
Oh,
welcome
wow.
to the NNN. I'm Megan Wolf. And who's this, you might be wondering? Well, it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day here at Channel 1. So I'm
Oh, foster daughter.
Foster.
Go fuck yourself.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Here are the stories that matter to you. First up, with Advance confirming that the nuclear fallout from the 20-week war is to blame for the drop in birth rates across the territories, we asked you, what keeps you going? I know that
What
I,
keeps
for
us
one, was
going?
quite deflated when I heard about this, but reading all your
I guess this
solutions
one?
has really put the smile
I
back on my
suppose.
face.
I have no idea.
This is from Sonia in Larkfordshire.
What
I've had
is that?
plenty of time to fill, so I've
Oh, it's a
started new
scarf.
hobby. Since I started
Yep,
knitting,
it's a scarf.
I barely remember that 85% of the country is sterile. My
I'm
record
sorry.
is this scarf.
What?
It's 124
I'm sorry,
meters
what?
long.
80 what?
Thank you for that. And if you've
They're
started a new
what?
hobby, do write in and tell us about it.
Hmm.
Next up, you know how we love your uncanny comestible coincidences, and I don't know about you,
That
but
one
I
is
think this one
beer?
really takes the biscuit.
The other one is
Not sure
Bread?
I'm
toast
more
with
impressed
a
by
person
Stacey.
with a
It seems
face.
our viewers spot will the unbelievable way our
I guess toast?
are now able to feed every team member every single day. Greg from Proddington has sent us this lovely photo of their breakfast, saying, I couldn't bring myself to eat my toast this morning because I could swear it bore the spitting image of the great Julia Salisbury's relatable face. So I had to make do with a
That was not the face I was seeing.
jam. Do
Me
keep
neither.
those coming in. Go on, have a go. We've just got time for one more of your stories, and this one is an inspiring story of rehabilitation. That's it, just tell us who it's from, yeah, and then read it out.
So this one says it's from John in Stokely. Before I was convicted, I'd never read a single book, but since I was released from Betterment, I haven't been able to stop. I'm even working at a library, and on our lunch breaks,
Betterment.
spell checks my tattoos.
I see.
We absolutely
So
love
like
hearing the way
prison.
our neighbours
Prison.
and team members have been able to become better people. So do let us know your stories here. You can do this bit, Stacey.
No, you're right, Alex.
Come on, give it a try.
Let us know your stories here at the NNN.
What on earth is
What happened?
NNN?
You'll need to use the S effect buttons for the next segment, but Advance have already selected when and what to use.
Okay.
Simple stuff. Just follow your government orders.
Just follow your government orders.
Are we actually following them though?
Yeah, what can we
Are
do? We need the money.
I guess so. What's happening? It's disgusting.
Tonight
I have
on the
no
NNN,
idea.
it's time to celebrate this week's team lottery winners live from the Shakespeare Theatre right here in the capital.
This
We're going
probably
to
is the
hand
last
over
day
to Julia Salisbury. Suppose you don't think much
to
of
see
her,
what we
do you,
walked into.
Stacey?
She's got a lot more going for her than you wankers.
Okay. Surprising vote of approval there from Stacey. Let's go live to that right now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Team Awards. Of all the many duties I have as team leader, this is by
Yeah, there's
far
nothing.
the
It's
most
just the green one.
I mean,
As I so often say to you, the uneven past is now, following the demise of Disrupt, firmly behind us. This is the new future.
Sure.
And I say to you, it's better now.
Plus, if we don't follow the orders now, they're definitely gonna nab us.
I am delighted to be joined here tonight by one of the oldest people in Territory 1. He was born over 100
did you hear how Bozeman said government orders?
Please give a warm
Yeah.
welcome to Alfie Tatchbadger.
Who?
Alfie Touch.
So, Alfie, you must have seen so much in your lifetime. What have been some of the highlights? Alfie? Alfie? Is he all right? Is he all right?
Oh.
Yeah, go to the old man.
Could you turn it on?
he'd be like, I don't want to hear. Yes, that's what it does when you drain the battery. Yes, that's what happens when you use the thing. Use a thing. Please turn it on. Yes, you will.
Yes,
Darling.
my God.
Okay, you can step out now, dear.
So, Alfie. What? You're 107 years old. Oh, don't bloody remind me. Would you like to tell the audience what that's like? Where is everybody?
Where?
Out there, in the dark. Oh, bless him, it's not just the ears. Who are you? 2 sugars, please.
Sugars.
The Prime Minister. I like this story. Who are you really? No, I really am the Prime Minister. Oh, so you're a woman. Yes, a woman. One of Women can do anything men can do these days, Alfie. Oh, can you piss standing up?
Oh my God.
Can't say I've ever tried. No, I didn't think so. 2 sugars, please, and not too much milk. Shall we get to the awards, Alfie? Oh, are you going to ask me about my life? Well, I'm not sure we have enough time left now for that. So when I was 9, I wanted a pet.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
There was no
Oh boy.
back then, you know. We made our own entertainment out of coal and roadkill. Well, that's fascinating.
What?
So they got me a pet, see? But it weren't a dog.
Are we gonna see her blow?
But it were a stone.
We might.
Can we like get to see her blow her cover as like nice lady?
Popular name for a dog back then, on account of the king having Apache.
Let's heckin' go.
I decided to introduce him to pretty little Gertie Thimble, who lived up the road. Oh, how romantic. She threw my dog in the river. That was the day I decided I'd never marry. And that's the secret to your long life? Oh no, I've been married 7 times.
Oh.
Divorced 8.
Oh.
Huh?
Number 3.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm just lucky.
Uh-huh.
Are we going back to the home?
Also, I can't hear him.
Soon, Alfie. First, let's turn to the reason we're all here. The weekly Territory 1 Team Awards.
Weekly Territory
1 Team Awards?
Right.
A
Yeah,
lady
Territory
who really
Team
knows how to put in
1.
the extra hours.
What does that
She
mean?
works at a transition centre in Hamble, Bambury,
Transition centre.
and she has single-handedly allowed more families to unburden each other than any other nurse in Territory 1. In the uneven parts, she'd have been locked up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tonight, she is being
that funny?
honoured as a team player. Please welcome Daphne Snister.
Oh.
Are you here to trench me? Just give her a medal, Alfie. There's a good boy.
Oh. She doesn't look very nice.
And don't let it steep too long.
I think you're supposed to give me one of those.
Well, there he goes. Look. I can't
You actually
get the
can-
arms up any higher than that. You'll have to go down, love. Thank God those fractious times are behind us, and now the territories are thriving. Are we in? As the actors said to the bishop.
Yes, thank you. I've got it from here.
Right.
Well done. Daphne Snister, everybody. Now, open your envelope and find out what you've won. Don't
Oh,
hold back
goodness.
there. She's tougher than one of Peter's homemade Eccles cakes.
Got it.
Oh gosh, it's
I won
broken.
a holiday for 2 in Territory 15. Used to be called San Palmerino, didn't it?
San Palmerino.
Yes.
Why couldn't we have stuck with that then? It's easier to remember.
We're all one nation now.
Hang on a minute. Isn't it still on fire?
Daphne Snister, everyone. Oh, what about my change? I've been in these white pants for 3 days now.
Oh,
We'll
man.
get to that, Alfie. Oh, right you are, love.
Next up tonight is a couple from Farnley who, after a rocky start losing their family's ill-gotten gains to the Assets and Wealth Act, have really embraced the new future, setting up a community farm and petting zoo in their local area for all the local children to play. Please welcome Otho and Lobelia Jackson Randiganis. Alfie.
You know, when I was in the trenches, I had a pal called Scotty Wilson. He was from way up north, so I didn't understand a bloody word he said. But he were my best mate.
Should we just grab them ourselves? Probably for the best.
And his best mate was Smudger Hayes.
Oh, they just ditched the idea of the old man.
Yep.
Unstable Terry, and of course, Leggy Sydney. She were a girl, but she had a boy's name, so they shipped her to the front anyway. First girl any of us has ever seen, close up. She's dead now. They all are. Smudger and Scotty never made it home. Fiddly got shanked in Frankfurt prison in an argument over an olive.
Sir, are you done? Sir?
He got a fatal skin condition. Scratched herself to death.
Shoot, I'm sorry.
Great contribution.
So, Otho and Lobelia.
Amazing.
A petting zoo.
And welcome back, Rushmore.
Welcome back, Prince.
Who would never even own a pony.
It's
So we decided to do something about it.
would you call this going swimmingly? We tried to oust the government, but the government ousted us, so... Well...
Oh, we're gonna have to censor this.
The new future has my ear.
When Advance came to power, you took all of our wealth. You took the shirts off of our backs.
Quite literally, in my case, I used to collect shirts.
You might as well have the rest of it, too.
Oh!
Oh God, not again. If I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Fannies and the news are not good bedfellows. Keep those flappy bits off my channel, Alex.
Thanks, better. And you are? Oh, no.
Got to go.
Good for now.
It isn't right and it isn't fair.
You tell him, girl. That's my wife, you know. Oh, no, you don't.
You can't leave girls with swine. It isn't
That's
right.
kind of cute.
We used to have 3 horses. Then turned to Bethel and hung well. And now what have we got?
What?
2 mangy goats, 1 mongrel dog called Kenneth, and a rooster that won't bloody shut up!
Can we get this over quickly with, please?
As the actress said to the bishop.
Careful.
Oh, here we go again. Hello, Alfie Tags Badger. Pleased to meet you.
Oh! He got punched.
Oh, don't worry, love. I'll protect you.
You okay?
Oh.
Oh.
Alfie, what are you doing, old man?
Well, then what he knows. You know, this reminds me of when I was in the trenches.
The old man's gonna keep talking. Okay.
Goes back to
Riding on sea and watch all the pretty girls on the beach. Everything was black and white then, of course. We visit.
I only have 3 and 2.
Try to win a block of love.
She got tased.
Oh.
Oh.
Thursday, tried to win it. Oh.
What are they doing?
Otoan-san.
Boys were boys.
Otoan-san. Thank you for the raid.
By the circuses.
Sorry, we're in the middle of something.
With their big tents and their
We are
candy
playing,
yeah, the music.
not for broadcast.
Drifted over the nearby fields.
And an old man is just going on and on.
Magical sound in the world.
Someday.
This was before she lost her hearing after giving
Oh,
a
meow, meow, raid.
Did you ever go to the circus?
What's that, Alfie?
The circus. Oh, never mind.
I think I'll go ask for
I hope you had a wonderful stream.
Of naked nostalgia.
We
Some people simply can't let go of the past. That's why
yes.
I look in joy and fervent admiration at the younger generation.
I cannot talk and broadcast at the same time.
And with fertility falling throughout the territories.
Hi, Otoan-san.
Our fabulous new
Thank
generation
you
now,
again
more
for
than
the
ever.
raid.
So Ren, you have to explain to,
I will
please.
explain to Otoan-san and everybody who raided hello. Then tonight is playing not for broadcast, so it is a game where we are the person behind our producer, like a news producer, and we choose which cameras to broadcast. And it has yes.
You should be in a transition centre, you old nonce.
The
Prime Minister.
Also, this game is actually mature. It has dark humor. So just to let you guys know,
You have saved this country. You have fought enemies.
it has very
with my own tiny fists
dark issues. It tackles dark issues.
Envelope and find out what you won. Maybe it'll be a fist enlargement.
I hope okay.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. I'm focused.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I heard something. I want to not confirm it.
Let's show the fools where they went wrong, eh?
Well, actually, betterment is about rehabilitation, Edwin.
Let's hope you had a good stream, Otoan-san.
Just like you did on Liberation Night. Thank you for this award. And
yes, news producer. It is funny. It's very dark humor, but also it's kind of shaky.
When hopefully things will be a lot more normal. Back to you, Megan.
Okay.
Good job on that.
That child is scary.
I wasn't actually listening.
Scary. The preteens were saggy, and that little prick will never lose his virginity.
Oh.
Succinctly put there, if a little profane. After the break, we'll be going live to a star-studded premiere. You
Break,
won't believe
okay.
who's on the red carpet
Break
tonight.
time,
Don't go anywhere.
nice.
We'll be back after this.
Hi, news producer.
You're off already?
Me?
I know you had to take the day off work, Petunia, but...
Petunia?
Oh, I see. No luck still with Theodore.
Theodore?
I'm so sorry, darling. Of course.
What?
I'll speak to you later. Oh, Alex.
Yes?
Completely forgot what I was going to say. Blast it all. Still, I'm lucky to have her.
Have her? What?
Have the kid?
What? What's going on?
I don't know. But yeah, Lane, it sounds like a pain.
Gosh, this job.
And usually not one person has it. Like there's like a team that actually works on this. It just for the simplicity of the game, it's just one person.
Gosh, this job. Oh my gosh.
And
Look
the
at that.
story...
It's an advanced billboard.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. I mean, they kind of bombed it a while ago, so they can put anything on that, right?
Yeah.
So, Patrick and Robin are going to grab who they can, and then you've got these generic links on the auto cue.
I wonder how Jeremy is though.
They do know I have a
Jeremy's with Disrupt, right? I hope he's doing alright.
Disrupt was swiped out last time, so you know.
Heat Rash. Hotspot when it last.
Heat Rash. Oh, God, they're running out of names, aren't they?
I hear the computer comes up with them. The songs too. Ah, there she is, and just in time too. That's 10 seconds, everybody. What have you been up to?
And what's it to you?
Oh
And
goodness.
we are going in 5,
Oh boy.
4,
Oh gosh. Okay.
3.
Let's go, Megan.
Welcome back. Stacey's still here.
Wishing she wasn't.
Thanks, Stacey. And in this segment, we're delighted to have sent Robin and Patrick to the movies. Yes, tonight is the world premiere of The Automated, starring Lawrence Blunderclatch and the late great Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. And all the stars are out tonight.
Boatshoe?
We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious
The
reasons,
Medicated.
the film was suddenly
Remember the
called
guy
The Night
with the really
Before
bad
Release.
temper?
Well, Since then,
Yeah,
executive producer George Focus has spent 5 long years polishing the film and turning it into a special edition premiering tonight.
Thank you
with
so much for
extensive
the
state-of-the-art visual
hydrate.
effects.
Ren will hydrate for me. I'm in the middle of a broadcast.
I'll hydrate. No, you should drink.
Take a look at it.
Okay, now I take look. I mean, now I take drink, not look.
It's the same video.
Never mind, I can't drink. I spilled water almost everywhere.
Oh no, Zane.
Trying to just shove down my cup immediately.
Is this a wig?
You think I don't grow that?
It's the same.
I'll kill you. Think of Sat on you.
It's not.
There's something on your face, Chief Harrison.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same cinematography. It's so dumb.
Flesh and blood.
Captain Quasar.
But you're just ones and zeros, baby. If only I'd noticed.
Captain Quasar.
You rusted, but I didn't notice.
Captain.
I'm buffering, bitch, you said.
Got one on you.
God damn it, blast it off!
Here's a map.
What's a map?
Oh, I see.
Okay.
I don't understand what's happening.
So this is the same video that we played last time, except it's edited now to be a different genre.
Oh.
Yep. It added like CGI and stuff.
Oh, I see.
But we have to ask ourselves.
And dubbed over.
Who are we?
What? Who are we? What the frick? What?
Thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey? Thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey? The robots were all right, I guess.
The robots
They
are all
certainly were.
right.
Let's go over to Robin Short now in Western Square, who I believe has got the star of the show. Robin.
Well,
Wow.
Megan, I'm joined by not one, but both of the stars, Lawrence Blunderclack
Lawrence
and Helena Canterbury-Bochu. Thank you so much.
Oh, the
I see.
Yep, because she's late.
Don't you agree?
Well, I couldn't.
Also, interference. Hello, new person in chat. I'm so sorry. I can't read what you're saying right now
You two
because.
have both become absolutely huge in the past couple of years, haven't you?
Hey, what's up? We welcome to
That's
Kirby.
right.
We welcome Kirby, right?
Kirby? There's a Kirby in my chat. Hello, Kirby. I am handling interference right now on the right hand of the screen, if you notice. The little green line and the little white line.
That's going
Sounds
up.
like you're
Yep.
both very busy.
And like
But is
spinning.
there any chance we'll get to see you together on screen again?
Stop it.
Oh, no, I'm really not supposed to mention this, but...
You'll sleepy so you go to bed. Gamba, Zane, San, I hope wonderful broadcast. Thank you. San, so much for the raid.
Oyasumi nasai, Otoan-san. Thank you for the rain and thank you for coming.
I spend
Have a
7
good
hours
rest.
No, how does Helena play a droid?
Oh, we just pop on the way.
There we go.
Oh.
Wow. Well,
Okay.
Lawrence Blunderclack
Wait,
and Helena
Oyasumi
Canterbury-Bochu,
Otoan-san.
thank you so much for joining me.
Oh,
And
gosh.
we're going over to Patrick Bannon now. Patrick, will we be seeing you in a movie anytime soon?
Hello. Hello, Ernie.
Hi.
Yeah.
Welcome,
Kenneth says he's snorting
welcome.
her in the toilet
Oh,
before
that's
them.
a very cute. Oh!
LD.
I wasn't paying attention. Oh!
Okay, oh no, here we go. Again with the
I just
interference.
stopped paying attention for 2 seconds and everything goes to heck.
How's she?
Well, the
But yes,
courts
hello,
have.
Ernie.
They
Welcome
gave
to
you
the
stewardship
stream.
over her estate, her
Thanks for
finances,
dropping by.
her internal soul. Praise Craglar.
Praise Craglar. Wow.
But is she coming just because we've got some questions
You're
for
not
her?
Patrick. Hello, not Patrick. Welcome.
As our legal and spiritual guardian, I'll be happy to answer all any questions on her.
Oh gosh, this line. It's so thin. Okay, okay.
Well, you look great.
Good lord, what happened to Patrick? Is he dead?
You know what?
He probably got dragged off to Betterment.
I'm wearing Little C and you could
Betterment.
be too. Really? Little C's new line launches tonight. This is one of my favourite looks. It's called...
Oh, it's Ariana Grande.
Oh my gosh, it is!
Name.
Welcome back, Ariana Grande.
But of course,
course, Lil C
I mean,
is
Lil
basically
C.
fashion royalty now with a veritable clothing empire to her name.
It's a game. If it is, it looks difficult. Yes, it is indeed a game. It's called Not for Broadcast.
It's
No.
not. It's difficult. Okay.
It's not as necessarily difficult, but like very tedious in the sense that there's just a lot of tasks going on
And you have to
at
kind
the
of
same
just keep your
time.
eyes on it. So that's why it's hard for me to look at chat.
Self-made success story ever.
And do you have any advice?
So if you can see what's going on right now, I'm fiddling with the green line on the right screen. Bottom right.
And pre-existing fame. It's not rocket science, people.
Oh, well, but in sadder news, am I right that Lil C is going to be retiring from music?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I'm sure you can imagine. At 25, she's far too old for pop music now. She can't keep up with these young stars.
I'm sorry.
So her best of album is out now, and she's touring that later this year. And then her farewell tour the year after that.
A farewell tour.
That's her last chance to see her. So until the reunion tour and then the classic
Reunion tour.
But it's been a long and varied career, as you can imagine. She's very.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And
Uh-oh.
if her health's bad, then
Uh-oh.
it's for the best.
I don't.
What's wrong with her
Strike
health?
up.
Oh. Yes, her health. Her poor health.
This is hard. This interference is hard.
Curse you, Zaytan! Damn your intergalactic justice!
Oh, yeah.
Oh gosh, thank gosh, that's over.
Better be letting you get back. Those babies aren't going to sell themselves.
I just want to say it's difficult, but not so difficult to do two things at the same time. You just have to like keep your eyes peeled,
And do pass our best wishes to
keep
Lil
your wits
C.
at you.
Now it looks like Robin is with a music legend who actually is irreplaceable. Is that who I think it is, Robin?
It absolutely is, Patrick. Jesus,
Oh, it's Jesus.
It's Jesus.
Oh gosh, again. Can I not pay attention to any?
Are you referring to your attempt to incite violence against the democratically elected leaders of this country on live
The other
TV?
guy at the back.
Yeah, exactly. And instead of being held a visionary, my management and agent, they all dropped me.
Oh,
Remember, this guy might cuss.
You can't break me when you didn't make me, you understand? See, I'm the voice, I'm the hope.
I'm trying. Stop
Call the
it.
doctors, but only the moon can judge me.
So, what have you been up to since your team cut ties with you?
You know, keep building, keep moving. I'm actually working on a track right now. Written, recorded, directed, all by myself.
Can we hear a bit of it?
Well,
I know I'd love to hear it, and I'm sure the people at home would love to as well.
yeah, sure, of course. Give me the mic. Yo.
Oh, he's gonna.
Now I have to censor stuff?
The news
Might,
tried to shut
maybe.
my mouth, but it won't be long until they go south. Because my name's Big J and you can't stop me. See, no censorship can stop me. See, that's all I've got at the moment.
Lovely.
Did you just rhyme
Lovely.
with me? With me?
No! Daddy promised this wouldn't happen again. You're supposed to clap and say, well done, Julian, well done.
Well done, Julian.
Thank you.
I mean, Jesus.
Jesus.
Now, ask me a polite question, and I'll walk away nicely.
Is it true that you're heir to a hotel chain?
What? Where did you hear that?
And that you're very much alive parents
La, la, la,
currently
la,
on the
la,
run
la,
for
la,
massive
la, la, la,
financial
la, la,
hoarding.
la.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you trying to censor me?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yeet yourself, boy. Yeet yourself. Go.
Oh, Jesus there, who really does seem to be going from strength to something.
Oh, gosh.
There are just so many stars here tonight, Megan. It really is. the
Damn,
who's
Robin
who
is so.
whatever here. I'm going to see if I can grab a moment with someone rather special. I hope you're not too jealous, Megan. Back to you.
Thanks, Robin. But I think Stacey and I are probably in quite enough trouble where we are. So, 3 big names there, Stacey.
Yeah, big names.
Any thoughts about them, maybe from
Big
your generation's
names.
perspective?
You won't like my opinion.
Okay.
Go on, try me.
Oh gosh, I'll have to bleep it.
Bumbanonk is so old he's like 1 week away from a transition centre, so who cares?
And Lucy was cool when I was like 12 or something, but now she's just another fucking loony.
Ooh.
And Jesus is a disrupt-loving wanker who should have died with the rest of them 3 years ago.
You're right.
You agree with me?
No, you're right. I don't like your opinion. Thankfully, we can go back to Patrick now, who has another familiar face to catch up with. Oh, Patrick, what?
It's absolutely buzzing here, Megan. The anticipation
person
is
just
killing us. But a little birdie's told us
just
that
became
any moment
Patrick.
now
Just
we should
became
get a glimpse
Patrick.
of someone incredibly popular with our viewers.
It
A
looks like the
favourite
little girl
destination
is,
for many
or
of
the, well, the young
fans.
girl is
Yes, the mayor
supportive of
Bumley
Disrupt
will be arriving
and not of
literally
Advance.
any second now.
Gosh darn
No
it.
sign of him yet, but as you can tell, the atmosphere here really is.
Interferences.
Oh gosh, the girl ran out.
Oh, did she go?
Is she okay?
Patrick Bannon, NNN. What's it been like
It is
since
a
Bumley got
lots
so
of
popular?
lots of concentration
It's
to
been
do. Yeah.
Wonderful. The tourism numbers have exploded thanks to the marketing campaign. Investors have ploughed millions into the town. We've got more Bumleyan jobs. It's brought more Bumleyan homes.
Welcome, Graham.
Of course, it's not all
Did I
bums
say
and
Graham?
roses.
So sorry, Graham
It's
Foxy.
almost impossible to get a good look at the
My brain
whole
went.
these days. The crowds are unbelievable. Who can blame them?
What crowds?
What crowds?
And how have you found public service?
Public
Well, to be frank with
service.
you, it's been the greatest honour of my life to serve the town that I love so dearly.
Oh,
From the banks of the graceful Taint.
please
to
don't.
the quiet elegance of the vomit-soaked car park outside the
Oh, good
24-hour
gosh.
It's been a
Yuck.
privilege,
Sure.
pleasure, a gift, and I can't thank the mayor enough for all he's done.
Let's talk to the mayor now.
Oh, Mayor?
Mayor.
Mayor!
Oh, hey. Elected to such a
Mayor?
prestigious office.
Hello, Mayor. Bite the mic, Mayor.
Do you have any words for your legions of fans out there?
Speak, Mayor, speak. We love you, Mayor.
Give us the word.
But blistering honesty from the Right Honourable Peanut T. Fortescue there. And his PA.
A proclamation. Quickly, fetch a
Quickly.
policy bag.
Fetch a policy bag.
Yes, sir. We'll get it ratified at once.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I was
There
so
you have it,
distracted.
Megan. What an honour to
It's
literally
okay,
see local government at work there. I'm still in
Local
shock.
gov-
Back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Patrick. What a colourful interview there on what looks like an amazing night. They certainly know how to
The
make an
what?
entrance. I hope.
The
And the
Burnliness of
automated
times?
really does seem to have unstoppable written
You
all over it,
gotta-
because despite Boris Hawley
Oh,
in
I gotta
Hours
break
magazine
now.
calling it
Oh.
Lawrence Blunderclatch's overly long suicide note, in a review which ends with the words, and he
I'm
hasn't
sorry,
even
what?
had the decency to see it through, the film, which is free to all residents of the territories, has seen record pre-bookings and looks set to run for months and months. But let's go back to those lucky few seeing it tonight. Oh, I'm so jealous. Robin.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I thought I saw some leprechauns in the green room, but I think it might have been someone's kids. But
Leprechauns. Rude.
and here are some more famous faces, or famous brains, I suppose. It's Dr. David Wong, and Dr. Ingrid is also here. We have been following
Gosh
your
darn
plight so
it.
closely on our show over the last few years. What's it like to be back
This
on dry
section has
land?
just been
Interference.
It's just interference.
Every time I see the sun, I want to just scream out in joy. I'm grateful every day to your viewers for their support. Without them, well, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, it's fine.
And am I right
Yeah,
in
it's
thinking that you two have a lovely little boy together?
Dante's 3 now, and he's gorgeous.
Oh, what a beautiful family.
Not since she left me.
Oh, what?
Excuse me.
Oh, what?
I didn't mean to.
It's fine.
Oh, it's fine, is it?
Well, what happened?
Well, you know, the normal story. Sometimes things aren't as easy as they were when all you had was a kid.
No sooner was she able to see me in daylight than she was zooming off with a moron.
Oh, she's not a moron. She's a doctor.
A dermatologist is not a doctor.
So sorry about this.
Oh, goodness.
I'm sure she's got lovely skin, but forgive me if I don't ask her to do a coronary artery bypass.
If you carry on eating those pies, you might have to.
Oh.
We can't all have port as clean as hers, can we?
At least she doesn't have a PhD in biomechanics.
You take that back.
Well, thanks to you both for pushing the boundaries of human knowledge.
Arsehole.
Crikey! Well, the movie's about to start, so Patrick and I are about to share
I'm pretty sure I missed one of those.
Back to you, Megan.
It's fine. I don't think there was only one.
Lucky you, and enjoy the movie.
Good
Lucky
God.
you.
Lucky you. Those two are still arguing over there.
Event.
I like how the man, like, he argues and then he looks away very pointedly.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh, there he goes.
They just. Robin's just. Yikes.
Oh. That was not intentional.
On the back row, doesn't that happen anymore?
In public? What's wrong with you?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with me.
Feeling better?
All right, you are. Got to get set up for heat rash. I think Ronnie's on something.
I know he is.
But
It's
yes,
on his
hello,
rider.
Graham. Thanks for coming through.
Thank you for coming by. Holy heck. We are on advertisements. I can take a break. Holy heck.
He's a stupid cunt.
Oh, we got an E.
Got an E? What does that even mean? Right, next section.
Oh, don't worry. It's so cool.
It's what now?
E's really bad.
Oh, here's Megan.
suppose.
She's going to be interviewing you.
Hello. Hi.
This is her. This is Stacey.
Interesting.
Hello there, Stacey.
Fuck off, Ronnie.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry, but if we can't be polite, you're going to have to wait in the dressing room. Whatever. Do you want to go and wait in the dressing room?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No. No what?
No what?
No. Thank you. Hey. And sit up straight. You're ruining my
Oh,
shot.
boy.
That's 10 seconds,
Saying,
everybody.
okay, I'll sit up straight too. Thank you, Mum.
Right, Noko. What's that? What's
Thank you, Mum.
Bring in 5, 4.
Alright, Megan, let's go.
Let's go, Megan.
Welcome back. For our final segment tonight, Stacey and I are delighted to be joined by Heat Rash.
Oh, boy. I have to...
Their new album, Girls and Why We Love Them All, comes out this week.
Girls and why we love them all.
Nolan,
I write the songs for
Ronnie.
Excuse me. On a tattoo.
Oh, you got a tattoo of your name on yourself. Okay.
In case he forgets it.
This raconteur, you must be Chinny. Why do they call you Chinny?
It's because of this ugly old thing.
I don't know what you mean.
God, you're so fucking embarrassing.
Dale. Crikey, Dale, you
It's
do
her
not look old,
job.
man.
I get that a lot. I'm actually 23, the oldest one. I have a growth disorder.
God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
It's so cool, PT.
He's only messing with you.
He's actually 58.
What?
Okay, right, I see. You're going to be a handful, aren't you, boys? And you must be teepee.
Oh, he calls him Mum. Calls her Mum. That's so cute. I'm sorry, what?
It stands for team player.
I see. How long have you had that nickname?
Ever since Nolan decided Terry Prodance was a shit name for a member of a boy band.
No co, Ronnie.
Yeah, no co-running.
I'm sorry, what does no-co mean?
Ah, it's the opposite of SoCo.
That explains nothing.
Like, so-co. Yeah, so cohesive. You pretees say cool.
Right, okay, thank you, Stacey.
I'm sorry about her.
Oh, not your fault. She's uneven.
So, you guys met through a popular show on one of our rival channels,
Oh,
didn't you?
boy.
Yeah, team players with a Z.
So, how did that work then?
Well, actually, Dale and I knew each other from school. We were actually classmates. And
Fuck's sake, Nolan, mate. Give someone else a chance. We all went on team players. We all auditioned. The judges put us into bands. And, yeah, we went to their houses and they just put us into bands.
it's an example of how we're greater than the sum of our parts when we work in harmony.
And occasionally singing it.
So every week on the show, they get these bands.
Okay.
And, they give them a song
This
that the
is-
producer just found from under the bin somewhere.
Actually, I write the songs.
Oh,
And,
he wrote the songs.
The public would phone in and decide which song they like best.
Right, and then the losers would be eliminated. Yeah?
Mum.
What?
No co.
pretty. So no-co.
The band who get the most approval get to play their song again.
Sure. So what happens to the losers then?
What?
Mum! What do I keep doing wrong?
We don't use the L word anymore.
They don't use the L word.
Would you please stop saying that?
That word is a pejorative. It's a word designed to diminish. At Go-Getters, I learned very early that we only win when everybody wins.
But, sorry, that's not real life, is it? That's just sports board, no?
Thought you were Soko.
Yeah, I am Soko.
Nah, you're a shrinker. Can't be friends with shrinkers.
She doesn't know what you're talking about. She doesn't understand.
So I do understand, actually, Stacey.
What's a shrinker?
Well, a shrinker.
Yeah, what's a shrinker?
Pre-T, Mum? What's a pre-T?
Well, I think it means someone who's older, doesn't it?
Pre-territories.
It's someone who's pre-territories before the new future.
For the new future. Oh.
It's not her fault she's old. She can't help it.
I'm not that old.
I'm trying to help you here.
I don't think I need your help.
See?
Is that so?
Yes, obviously.
I think Stacey's actually trying to help her right now, though, and she doesn't get it.
You know what the real problem with you lot is? You just can't get over the fact that your beloved Disrupt are gone and you just don't fit in anymore.
Your beloved
But the truth
Disrupt?
is, Disrupt are violent, no-co, bricks being led by a fucking psycho. I'm glad they lost, and you should be too.
Listen, not everyone over 30 supported Disrupt, Stacey.
Not everyone, no, but one fuck-off lot of you did.
Soko, Stacey. Soko.
We've all learned maybe a little bit more than we expected to there. I'm genuinely delighted to have met Heat Rash. And before we end the show tonight, I think you're going to sing for us, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. We're going to sing a song from Girls and Why We Love Them All called Pieces of My Heart, which is about a real relationship I had with an actual girl.
Oh, Nolan, give it a rest, mate. No one cares. Go on, let's get on these stools, lads.
Oh, goodness. She was actually trying to help you.
Stacey, can I get your contact?
Oh, she's 15. Go on, piss off and sing your song, Terry.
Right, you are.
Heck yeah.
So, here they are with their latest single, Pieces of My Heart. Are you excited, Stacey?
Not for me, no. I only listen to blip music and a bit of jizzcore. Pop music is...
Oh, yes. I know I meant to mention this earlier. Apparently, these newfangled boy bands change singer all the bloody time. Try and follow along, eh?
Oh, I have to follow the singer.
Yep.
Okay. I'll try.
Oh my god. It is Backstreet Boys.
Oh. He has a cute voice.
Baby, do you remember? You took the first of the pieces of my heart. Wandered into a bush and grabbed a vodka instead. Took our assets and our wealth and drew them out of the bag. I gave you little pieces of my heart.
No. Yeah.
I didn't know two hearts could ever
I just noticed something. Look at the lights under the cameras.
Yeah.
Green, yellow, red.
Yep.
They change.
That's what I meant. In the past broadcast, it's like, oh, they kind of do that. I see.
All the times that you cry, as my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I don't want you to pay. You make me crazier than Neil today. On Liberation Night, girl, I was sitting beside you. We sat there shaking all the way through incisors.
I'm sorry, what?
We held each other eyes, then
lyrics are so.
We took a train through all the territories and we threw away the rules and wrote our personal stories. You took a dozen pieces of my heart.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know the life could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington's fist.
Oh gosh.
So these kids are advanced, you know what I mean?
Guess so.
There's no need to hide all the times you have cried. As my old man used to say,
Gosh darn boy band.
blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play. You make me crazier than Neil. Make me crazier than Neil today.
What?
And now I'm staring at your membership card.
Membership card?
I was mentioning things like advanced has.
Yeah, I'm barely paying attention to it because I'm trying to like get the right cameras.
Get the right cams, yeah. Oh my god. Jane, you're literally a fan camera.
All the times that you cried, my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play. You make me crazier than Neo. Crazier than Neo. Crazier than Neo today.
Even is Neo.
Fantastic, thank you, Flash. That was
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
What's good on that one?
Best of
Hi,
luck. Thank you for
arigato.
coming in.
I think I did okay on that one.
Almost time for
Yes, you did.
final thoughts tonight. And
Gosh.
I've actually asked Stacey to write a few, and they're just being programmed onto the auto cue now. Now I have no idea what she's going to say. So fingers on that bleep button in the broadcast room.
Just, of course, Megan.
Yes, Megan, we got your back.
All right, Stacey.
My name is Stacey.
Yeah.
I guess you know that by now. Don't know why I put that in there.
Gosh darn it.
Anyway,
That's not what I wanted to press.
I don't watch the news. There's no need. You hear all the important stuff from your mates, so I don't know what's considered important anymore. But I'm pretty sure that it's not rehash movies and fucking boy bands, so... Anyway, I'm going to talk about what's important to me. When Advance
What's
were
important to
first
me is
elected,
that this interference line stays
I
on
was
the
9
white.
years ago and in a home. Not a family home like you call a home. This was a state children's home. It was fucking awful, actually. It was like a Charles Dickens book. The roof leaked and the walls were damp some mornings. The food was bad. Drugs and alcohol were everywhere. No one cared. You had to watch your back all the time because there weren't enough staff to manage us. And yes, as you'd imagine, there was a lot of some bad stuff went down there with some of the staff. Okay. Not all of them, but the others knew, and they didn't stop it. And then Advance won the election. And like a miracle, things started to change. They got better. They had nicer food. The home was not just repaired, but redecorated and kitted out with books and sports stuff and musical instruments and video games. Most of the staff were fired, and the new ones, which there were more of, spent time talking and working with the bullies. And you know what? A second miracle. It worked.
It's
The bullying
odd to hear
stopped.
that
Life,
something actually
my life got better. Because finally,
good came out
there
of
was
it.
enough money to do the good things, and Advance had the guts to do it. I joined Go-Getters, and on Liberation Night, that gave me a group of friends that I could talk with when the bombs went off and the power went out. another miracle. I wasn't alone anymore. And that was the night I finally understood the importance of being in a team. So here's my final thought. I know the people who are doing better under the old system long to go back.
Yeah.
You say, we were freer. But what you mean is, we were richer. But for every one of you, there is 100 of me. And even now, after all you've had taken away, you are still doing better than I am, than I likely ever will. You still have homes of your own and families of your own who love you. And I'll never have that. So maybe you should stop looking for the worst interpretation of everything this amazing government does
silver
and
lining?
realise it's not for you. It's for the millions like me. And you can cry and bleat all you want, but you're never going to get your money back because it's already been spent on miracles. On miracles.
Oh.
Said that wonderfully, though.
Thank you, Stacey Flack.
That's orange.
That's
my name's
orange.
Megan Wolf. Let's keep making tomorrow.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
And we're out.
I can't.
Is that alright?
Not at this moment.
Yes, that was more than all right.
Nicely done. I think you might have actually given them something to think about.
What on earth happened there?
So I guess you're going to be taking me back to the home now then.
Please adopt her.
I was thinking we could go out somewhere and, I don't know, have a meal.
You call her mum, right?
About our options.
Go live with her, Megan.
Of course, Miss Wolf. Security will be standing by.
So they're always there then.
There was a thing a few years ago now.
Oh, with that Jeremy bloke. I heard about that. Everyone did. Were you here back then? Doesn't look old enough.
Robin on me.
Yeah, she does.
A song of solidarity for a steadfast
I mean,
An NA. Got a D. Star. We did terrible.
We did. Oh?
How are we not done?
Oh man.
How
Also,
are we
Nocti, hello.
How are we not done? Oh, hello, Nocti. Welcome. Oh, good gosh. I would have thought we'd be done.
I thought, like, after Jeremy,
Like, yeah, I thought Jeremy, like, that would be like the finale.
But no, here we are at day 2000.
Day 2079.
79.
And up it's come.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
And here we are.
So let me turn down the music.
Mm-hmm.
Right for him to be late. The door opens just as you start to imagine the reasons why. That's you.
Oh, Alex, thank you for coming. Waiting. It's been almost 6 years since you started working with us, Alex. A lot has happened in that time. From the unfortunate incident with Mr. Donaldson to the disrupt attack on this very building.
He pauses to look at you, and I meet his gaze.
And the work you've done in that time has been exceptional. Not to mention your dedication and enthusiasm around the office. So I'm delighted to inform you that you've been approved for a promotion.
Oh.
As of today, you will now be a senior broadcast engineer.
Bozeman is beaming at you. Just after you dock my wage, you're giving me a promotion. Thank you.
Of course, in addition to the pay rise, the role comes with additional responsibilities, and you'll have to work longer hours going forward. But you'll now be the primary engineer for weeknights, but aren't we the primary engineer? And in time, we may even put you in charge of engineering more shows for Channel 1. You have a bright future ahead of you, Alex. Congratulations.
He proffers a hand to shake and I take it.
Now, get back to work.
Said with a smile, you're pretty sure he's joking, but it is Bozeman after all. So you thank him again and head back to your studio. You might be able to start working on other shows? What could the future hold? Okay, this is our future.
Where this is going. I don't know where this is going. It's like,
right?
it's
it feels
just
like
shooting.
it feels like this is the end, but it's not. A foregone conclusion?
Conclusion? Is this it?
Is this it? It's late. It's been snowing all day, and like everybody else, you've stayed inside as much as possible, keeping warm. Normally you enjoyed the show, but today it's nothing more than an irritant.
The snow.
This house is not great. Still, tomorrow you got the day off, you might be able to enjoy it. Sam always gets excited when they see snow. When they were younger, they wrap the kids up and take them out to play. It's been a while that happened, though. The newest place still doesn't feel quite as cozy, especially as you can't afford to put the heating on. Oh, goodness.
Oh,
Sam
no.
bustles in from the cold, carrying some groceries.
Can you use a hand, please? Lots of stairs from here to the car.
Their arms are full, and they're clearly struggling to get everything to the kitchen. But then, you have been at work all day, and they spent most of it at home as usual. Oh, sorry, of course, I'll be right there. As you rush over to help them with the bag, Sam shoots you a grateful smile.
I got most of it. There's just a couple more left downstairs.
You head out, getting most of the way to the lift before you remember it's out of order. That's why we shouldn't have set the lift. When you grab the bags, you realize Sam has picked up everything to make fajitas, your favorite. Clearly, it's not all bad. You forget the weather and the unpaid bills, and as you cook in your delightfully tiny kitchen, laughing together like you used to. For the first time since moving in, you think, as Sam flicks sour cream across the table at you, you're making happy memories again. Money isn't everything. Are we? Okay.
What's happening?
I don't know.
It's so weird, like...
It's so weird and eerie that it's like not done. A time for reflection. It's been over 13 years since your dad died. You visit his grave a few times since then, normally during times of stress, or when you're trying to figure something out, or when you want some peace and quiet. Today is no different. You feel Sam's hand on your shoulder, giving you a reassuring squeeze. You're grateful that they're still here with you. Yeah, I bet we could have lost Sam somewhere along the way.
Yes.
Just having them by your side always seems to make things easier. The call of a raven catches your attention as it flies away.
Patrick? Winston?
Yeah? Who's Patrick Winston?
It's not the Patrick, right?
I don't know. Who's Patrick Winston?
Okay,
I don't know.
it's fine.
Charlie was only 8 when his grandfather died. He didn't really appreciate how big the loss was at the time, but he got older and he did his best to pass on what your dad taught you, but now he's all grown up. He's actually starting to teach you, which is strange, but in the nicest way. You're proud of the man he has become now. Susie. Poor Susie.
Susie.
What you wouldn't give to have her back, even just to argue with you. She just wanted to explore the world, so curious, so full of life. Until Liberation Night. Everything changed then. So many lives were destroyed. Your relationship...
1985.
Your relationship with Chris has always been a bit up and down, but of late, you seem to be actually getting along. It makes a nice change, and has certainly made life easier with Sam. But that's family. You've got to take the good with the bad. She may be in an albeit expensive care home now, but it's still comforting to know that your mother is around, even if she barely recognizes you anymore. Her presence is always reassuring. You could do with that now. You turn away and wander in the direction of the car. You can't control life. What happens, who lives, and who dies. All you can do is keep going, and see what gets thrown at you next. What is life, if not a series of little decisions that define us? And we'll never know which ones could take us one away, and which would bring us here. I'm sorry.
So that was...
That feels very conclusion-y.
Yes. Games like...
Game?
Yeah, here's your family. We're almost done. But first...
Are you gonna be okay, Ren?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
It keeps feeling like the end, but it's not. Okay, the finale.
Here it is. It gotta be.
It's gotta be. 7 years since the election.
Oh, it's been 7 years. Huh?
I know lately what we've been putting out has been little more than government-prescribed drivel. But I'd like you to pay particular attention during tonight's show.
Why?
It's important. It's also worth noting we're still having problems with the equipment. Locked buttons, screens flickering on and off, sparks and the like. I'm sure you'll manage without issue. Oh, and don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX
Free range.
so make sure you use them to keep things lively.
Is this the last workday? Thank you. Okay, I look forward to it.
Thank you.
Okay, everything is set.
What have you got me?
Who are you?
Seriously, it's not even a cake.
I'm sorry, no.
Who are you?
It's Patrick, it's Robin.
Where's Megan?
I've actually gained a year. I celebrated 44
That's
last
Patrick, you're right.
this year. Brilliant.
I'm going in 5, 4,
Remember,
Oh no, we're dealing
It's
with
everything.
absolutely everything.
Yep, we're dealing with everything.
Spice it up with some audience responses, Alex.
Oh, Megan.
Inimitable Robin and Patrick, how are we? Well, we have got so much going on tonight. I'm excited.
I'd say I'm about a 12, Megan.
On the excitement scale.
Yeah, exactly. We have got so much SoCo stuff coming up.
We sure do. We have celebrity chef Jordan Rankley, who will be cooking up a storm.
We'll be announcing the winners of our big competition, Visions of the Future.
And we'll be joined by a very special guest for a game of Wheel of Truth. And I'll even be showing you how to make your own Leaders' Day gifts. We've got all of that and so much more tonight on The Nightly Show.
and titles.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Interference really. Oh gosh. I'm gonna do terribly.
You're gonna be fine. Robin. And Barbara the turtle. Lord Cheeks the...
Right, let's have some applause on the way into the next section.
Paces by Chef Jordan Rankley. But first, we know you love them, so Robin's going to give us an update on our lovely... Nightly Show pets in Pet Corner.
Indeed, it is the new snail.
That's the ticket.
Well, Megan, first up we have our hamster, Lord Cheeks. Now, he's a squat winter grey with the scientific name Adipem stultus, and he lives here with us in this cage. Hamsters love hoarding, and they actually have special pouches in their cheeks for storing food. He loves carrots, apples, and chewing tobacco. Now, hamsters are nocturnal, so we'll do our best not to wake him up. But let's just see if we can... Well, the door has been left open.
Oh, goodbye, Lord Cheeks.
So Lord Cheeks has actually gone for a little wander. But I'm sure he will be around here somewhere. In the meantime, let's say hello to our tortoise. Now, after last month's viewer vote, she is now, of course, called Slow Barbara. And don't panic, even though it is December, Babs here doesn't actually hibernate. Let's say hello. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, Babs. Oh. Those are our nightly show pets, Megan, both alive and well. Back to you.
Oh.
Thanks, Robin.
Babs
We'll
didn't
check in on
make it.
them, or some very similar animals at the same time tomorrow. Now then, I hope you're hungry, because if not, you're about to be.
That's very dead.
Chef Jordan Rankley.
That is a...
Oh!
That was very. Oh.
Oh.
Time to go.
So wait, what did she do?
I don't know, she just kind of...
That's right, and I'm joined
She just
here
kinda-
by Chef Jordan Rankley. Welcome to the Nightly Show kitchen. How does it compare to the kitchens you're used to?
I love the colours. It's vibrant. It's fresh.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
So,
Their name is Jordan.
You own
Jordan.
6 restaurants. You've been awarded 9 Ballon Massifs across your
Yep,
career.
Dead Turtle into Dumpster on
You've
camera
worked
for...
alongside the best
Really?
chefs
Or-
in the world.
I didn't
no,
see
no.
it.
You've got me. Are you
Babs.
worried?
Poor Babs.
Am I fucking worried? Are you worried? Are you fucking worried?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So, what are we making today, Chef?
So, we've got a family over for Leaders' Day. They're hungry. We're going to make a delicious apple pie.
Ooh, lovely.
It's got sweetness. It's got the acidity. with the fruit and then get the
Apples. 4. Camera 4.
Incredible.
Wow, okay, so where do we start?
So we're going to start by making our filling. So we've got about 1 kilogram of fresh cooking apples
About
here.
fresh.
Fucking beautiful. And we're going to slice these up
Flipping
perfectly.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Flipping beautiful.
Your new show,
Demon Kitchen.
Hall starts on Friday here on Channel 1, so tell us about that.
So, teams of young chefs come into my kitchen, and one by one I destroy them emotionally. There's time I teach them some basic knife skills. Fuck me, Patrick. What are you doing?
What?
Shit. Is that how you cut? Fuck, you'll lose a fucking finger.
Oh, don't worry, I've got spares. Right, so once we've done that, we set these aside whilst we make the pastry. Yeah.
Yep. Bowl. Yeah? Okay. Sugar. Butter. We mix that together, and then a whole egg. What are you doing, you fucking donkey? Are your hands the size of that fucking egg?
Oh, no, chef.
No. Shit.
Oh!
Mix that with a wooden spoon and work in that flour, okay? Work that into a nice ball of dough, just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Notoriously fierce Jordan Rankley do to unwind.
Jordan Rankley.
Shit, bed.
Yeah.
What's that? What is that?
Well, it's a bit lumpy.
Lumpy? It could fucking pass for a sack of spuds. Touch that. Touch it. Yeah? Pathetic. That goes into chill. Now, mixing our filling. Okay. Apples.
Oh dear.
Sugar. Yes. Cinnamon.
She's doing her best.
6 restaurants across 5 territories. Which is your favourite?
Are you mixing that or fucking it?
What?
Are you going to light a candle? Take it out to dinner? Fucking mix it for fuck's sake. Right. Now we're rolling out 2/3 of our pastry. Bit of flour into the dish.
And the filling
Gosh
goes
darn
next,
it.
right?
Sir.
Hopefully. Then we're taking the remaining pastry, rolling that into a round, and that goes on the top.
Stop it!
You're on the wrong camera.
Lovely.
What camera?
Right.
Don't hit 3. Just 1, 2, and 4.
Tell me where the lights are.
Press gently
2.
all the way around. And we're cutting 5 slashes very carefully with steam. And then brushing the whole thing.
I hate
All right.
this.
Lovely. Okay. Egg.
Oh, we are getting out of green.
Ta-da! What do you think?
There's eggshell in that.
There is?
You, come here. Come here, you.
Yeah, she just crushed it in her
I'd rather
hand.
jam my eyeballs up my fucking arse than look at that. I'd rather use my tongue to tie my shoes after the fucking shit-kicking contest. Do you understand?
Oh my god.
Then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. Useless. You! Come here, you!
Oh, I didn't know she was actually bad. I thought she was like exaggerating.
I tell you what. Fuck off! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck off!
Okay, well, while I do that, let's go now to Megan and Robin, who will be announcing the winners of our competition. Visions of the future.
A bit more audience reaction would be nice, Alex.
Sorry.
That's a lot of stuff, huh?
Make sure you write in with a stamped address envelope.
It's just like final examination all over again.
Look at all these amazing entries to the Vision of the Future competition. Yes,
Nah,
we
it's just
challenged
abuse.
You to show us your predictions of the future, and we were just inundated with entries, weren't we, Megan? From wacky inventions to global problem solving, they are all amazing, and we had the best time looking through each one.
It was so tough narrowing it all down, so we have some amazing runners-up. In 3rd place, drumroll please, we have Hamish, who's 3 from Lunwelly. He calls this Still Life and the Future of God, and it really blew us away. Just look at the line work here, and I can really feel every passionate stroke of the brush.
If you look here, you'll see a beautifully rendered, what I thought at first was a smiley face or
Beautifully rendered.
If you really
Beautifully rendered.
Just like your art, Ren. Beautifully rendered.
Beautifully rendered.
Beautifully
They do their
rendered.
lines so well.
Beautiful, so clean.
If you know Hamish
Very clean. Very expressive.
he loves focusing on the negative space rather than the image itself.
Stunning, absolutely stunning.
Absolutely stunning.
Absolutely
stunning.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Second place entry. So in second, drum roll please.
Drum roll.
We have Keith, 41.
Whoa.
Dungleys.
Goodness.
Keith,
Whoa.
is sort of aiming this towards our younger viewers, but still, he has sent in his idea of the future, which he's calling Ravaged Earth.
I don't think that's a good thing.
He says in his really rather detailed notes, deprived of basic resources, society will resort to a brutal system of weekly battles to the death, where only the victor may breed. He also says it's often here either that or about the same, but maybe a bit worse.
I really love his attention to
I
detail.
bet about the same.
You can see the sort of gladiatorial arena, and then what I can only assume is Keith himself pulling off this chap's head and shouting, "Come back to me, Linda!" Oh, Keith. Maybe if you spent more time outdoors and less time entering children's competitions, she might not have left.
Special one there. And finally, of course, it's time to reveal our winner. All our runners-up will receive a day out at an inflatable Happy Land on an industrial estate just off the A40. Sorry about that, Keith. But our lucky winner will win the chance to spend the day at the Department of Change to see how our teammates are actually making the new future a reality
for a bit.
every day.
Just to save yourself. Okay.
Aww. It's interference.
Interference.
You're 8 years old and you are from Smugly. We absolutely love your picture here. People's Parade. You've got folks walking together, just really celebrating the diversity of our society.
You've got people with all different flags, people celebrating their religion and their bodies, and there's even a game of sports board happening over here. That or some overzealous littering. It's hard to tell.
I love these robots having a little bit of a dance, getting involved in the party. Aren't they? This one
Okay.
seems a bit haywire.
I mean, we're getting.
I can only assume
Okay, we're getting some greens back.
That's a good. That's a good thing,
Well,
right?
if our winners have inspired you to make some artwork of your own, do keep sending them in. And yours could be displayed in our gallery here.
Well done again to everyone who took part. We're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we'll be playing the Wheel of Truth and making some lovely homemade gifts. Don't go away. We'll be back after this.
Right. What I can tell, the old vision mixer's getting a bit worse for wear there, Alex. Expect your kit will be deteriorating a bit more in this next segment, so be careful. I can't stress enough how important it is that we keep the show going
I'll
tonight.
try, Bozeman. I'll try my best.
Tonight, I'll get cars arranged for you both. Find me when you're done and I'll take you out through the loading bay.
Wait, what? Loading bay? What? Wait, what? E? Excuse me. I did decently. I didn't do too well. I did okay. Not give me an E for that. Ugh. Fine.
No rainbows in sight over territories 3 and 4. As a category 2 storm warning means we advise our residents to spend their leave weekend indoors. Though we're sure the happy parents of the 12 new children in territory 3 will
Nothing here.
their lucky stars for an excuse to stay home. Though of course,
Daily births.
more of a hot air cold air thing. Next, this front of warm smiles heads across territory 5, who are still under a blanket of snow. Surely there'll be celebratory snowmen there tonight.
Was it the interferences?
Daily but why are they peak of 23? That's terrible.
Where's Glenn? Can we get him out here? I'm not sure about this grandma one.
He's writing with our other guests at the moment.
I just wouldn't say grandma. Yes, grandmother's arsehole. That's much better.
Okay, everyone, if I can have your attention,
Oh
please.
boy.
Sarah just needs a word.
Apparently there's been some sort of disturbance near the studio. Now, I'm sure
Disturbance?
it's nothing to worry about, but I wanted to let you know that I've asked for extra security and they're already on their way.
Uh-oh. Disturbance.
Positions and pose.
I want to get on that.
Yeah.
Thing, and we're going in 5, 4, 3.
Has the audience gone to sleep? Remember the S-Effect buttons.
We can't wait to taste Patrick's pie. Oh, I don't know. I think I could wait.
Well,
Here it is, fresh out the oven.
Oh, well, it does look amazing. Jordan, how did our Patrick do?
Well, let's just say that pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arsehole.
Well, thank you for that. Well, come on, try it. Dig in.
I don't think they want to. You guys okay? Don't die.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. Oh, that's really something, Patrick. That's delicious.
Delicious?
But now you better go and get ready for that next feature. Every night we play a game of Wheel of Truth with
Wheel
our
of
celebrity
Truth.
guests.
Okay.
But I know what you're thinking.
Okay.
Megan, we've only got one celeb guest. Well observed, viewers, well observed. Well then, I better bring her out. Should I? The surprise guest? What do you think? Here she is, best-selling author, lawyer and thinker. I mean, she's only the blooming team leader. It's Julia Salisbury.
Prime Minister Julia Salisbury.
Oh, welcome, Julia. I'm so good to see you.
Oh, Megan, you look incredible.
Stop it. I was just about to say the same thing. Now, don't get too comfortable. It's time to head over to Robin and Patrick as we play Wheel of Truth.
Make it very clear that they are faking it, says RJ. Yep.
That's right, it's that part of the show where we pit our celebs against each other to see if we can break them.
That's right, Robin. They're gonna spin the wheel to pick around,
Oh,
and it could
Salisbury is
be anything
on,
from
so
box of flies to slap my face.
To be extra
They
careful.
really have no idea what's in store.
So up first we have Jordan. Let's give it a spin.
Yeah, here we go.
Wheel of
Okay.
Truth.
Landed on.
I'm just popping a lot.
It's fact or fib. Jordan,
Fact or
is it true
fib?
that you've been known to order takeaway for a dinner party and pass it off as your own cooking?
It's one fucking time. One time.
Oh.
I think if that pie was anything to go by, you did them a favour.
Oh, not so fast there, Julia. Fact or fib? We heard you've got a very interesting way of saving time during the laundry.
Oh my God!
Go on, why don't you tell us about it?
You absolute no. I can't.
Oh.
Okay, well, so don't judge
There it
me.
is.
Okay. What I do is, oh God, I'm going to lose my job over this.
Oh, we're not friendly. Come on.
Oh, okay. So I only have one bra, okay?
I'm sorry.
So one day a week I wash it, and on that day I can't wear it. No.
Oh no.
Honestly, raise my taxes. We're clearly not paying you enough.
Come to my dressing room after the show.
no.
We'll sort you out.
Oh, are you blushing, Patrick? Is all this talk of bras embarrassing you?
I mean, I'm not blushing. Come on then, you, Julia. Spin the bloody wheel.
Let's do it.
I like how they're still calling him Patrick.
Yep.
Here we go.
Patrick lives on in our hearts.
I'm going to show you a picture, and you simply have to guess that face. Okay, you ready? Here we go.
Okay.
Julia. Oh, who's that?
Oh my God!
Is that you?
Yes. Look, it was a very difficult time fashion-wise.
That hairdo is fucking hilarious.
No, don't. I think it's sweet.
The mullet is as popular now as it's ever been.
Oh, well, don't get too ahead of yourself there. Jordan, who
Oh.
is this? Does that look familiar at all?
Oh, wow! Well, I'm glad I was getting fashion advice from someone who managed to make 7 look like 85.
7 look like 85.
Oh my God.
Frosty, I look like I'm haunting the fucking play.
Right. We've got
Yeah, that was a bit
on.
fast. I know.
Jordan, let's have another spin.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, they enjoy that, huh?
It's my go time. You go. Go on. Sorry, I'm so keen. Well, you're in for a treat.
Yeah.
It's fact or fish.
Fact or fish?
Okay.
Fish?
Fish?
Look under your podiums, you will find a lovely
You have a fish, and you have a fish.
Oh no,
and
it's
you
a fish
have a
smoothie.
All you
fish.
have to do is answer it honestly.
Or you have to drink the fish.
Okay. Are you ready for the question? Yes. Here we go. Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one?
What?
Oh, the more talented one.
How is it? How is it? Fucking neutral. We made it extra fishy.
I need my fucking mouth. Do you know how much these taste buds are worth?
Well, we've got time for one more quick spin, so go, Julia, go! Julia, take a look in that box under your desk there.
Oh. What happened?
I don't know. I'm just playing laugh tracks.
I think Lord Cheeks is trying to get in on the game. Bless him. Julia.
The hamster. They found the hamster.
It's not cheese. Is it? Cheese.
Juggling balls? What am I supposed to do with these?
Well, give it a go for us.
But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Come on. Do it. Do it.
I want
Do
to
it.
do
Do it. Do it. Oh, she's doing it. She's fucking doing it.
Wow. That was so impressive. I have to say, unexpected. Well, gosh, that was our game of Rubik's and my God, wasn't
Megan.
that fun?
Okay,
Megan.
it really was, wasn't it? But now it's time to.
Oh, is Megan okay?
She's just bull.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
I can't believe you. You told me to put more, and then now you're like, less is
Come
more.
on over here. Goodness me, I don't know how you're keeping your dinner down. I can still smell that fish.
Well, to be honest, I've had worse. I used to eat at Peter Clement's house.
Oh, well, I hope you've got your artsy hat on, because today we're going to be making something very close to my heart. It's our little studio. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? Oh, all of us there on the sofa.
These Gabriel and Snowden, and she says a rat and they
Yeah, it is. If we can just get a little zoom in, there we are. Oh, I don't know about you, Julia, but I always leave my holiday shopping.
What's happening?
Oh, every year. I do it every year.
Well, luckily these make amazing gifts. Shall we get cracking?
Oh, yes, please.
We're going to start with a shoe box here.
A
And
shoe
Julia,
box.
that's it. Grab those scissors.
Shoe box.
I just want you to get
Okay.
this front panel here.
Perfect. Will do.
Are you big celebrators in your house, Julia?
Oh, yes. No, in my house, we show our love through food, like big dinners, loads of drink.
Absolutely right. That's the best bit about any holiday. It's all that food.
This bit as well.
Absolutely right. Cutting along the line there. Do be careful with the scissors at home. Make sure you're being supervised if you
tough.
are a child. There we go. Fabulous.
There we go.
Okay, so it's going to look a little something like this, and I've got one here I made earlier. We painted it with a bit of poster paint, white to match our lovely curtains here in the studio, but you can obviously have whichever backdrop you like.
Like a nice shiny
So there-
gold number.
Well,
Okay.
exactly right. So we're going to make bits of our set now to put in the studio, perhaps
Oh.
a little desk.
Oh, thank goodness I was on camera for it.
This piece of card, I've just got it from a little cereal box packet. I think you. I'll give you this one, Julia. Shall I?
Thank you
There
so
you go.
much.
And all you need to do is cut along the lines there.
Cut along the lines, be careful
Fabulous.
with your
So what's
scissors.
the best part of any Leaders' Day dinner, do you reckon?
I don't even have to think about it. Really? I love the 3 potato pie.
3 potato pie. What on earth is that?
Potato pie, I don't know that one.
You know, with
I
the
don't know that one
chips
either.
covered in the mash or wrapped up in a jacket potato. I just made it, does that?
Icon
Yes, I think
But
so.
that sounds starchy.
Thank you
Well
for
done, Julia. So now she's
thank you for
folding
dropping
over
by.
a
Have
bit
a
there.
good
What it's going to
night.
look like at
Oh,
the
oh,
end.
yes, me,
is
Karanda
this
Sao.
little
Commit, I am
rectangular
very
shape there. I'm gonna
focused.
pop it in the middle. Bit of sticky tape on the back there so it sticks down. Now we need a sofa. That's what we need next. We're going to make that out of a lovely paper cup. Having fun down there, knocking it all over.
I got one though, Megan.
Good, fantastic. You're just going to cut along the line here, down the middle. Exactly right. Then when you've done that, around the bottom and again around the top. Well done. When you're done, Oh, there we go. It's going to look a little something like this. And look what I've done there. I've stuck some felt down. Nice and comfortable sofas.
Yes. Can't have our tiny Megan having an uncomfortable sofa, can
Well,
we?
absolutely not.
She'll be on the phone to her tiny agent and getting someone tiny fired.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, there's only one thing missing, isn't there, Julia? What is that?
A higher caliber of guests.
Tiny
Nearly. It's people.
fired?
So,
What?
all we've
I
done
heard
to make
tiny
our little
fired.
people
Yeah, don't want tiny Megan to be not uncomfortable, otherwise she'll like
Get people tiny
have
fired.
somebody
got a good one
get
Oh,
tiny.
I should have pressed the laugh button there.
I'm gonna stick it down there. A little bit of sticky tape. Oh, my felt's going everywhere. There we go. Oh,
Why
I'm a bit
did you
lonely.
just
Let's take
buzz
Robin
me?
and Patrick over.
Because you went over the 10
Sitting down
seconds.
on the couch over there.
There you go. And well, I'll make
Are
myself
these people?
comfortable just there. Yeah, there we go.
And these, of course, are all made and cut out of our favourite newspapers or magazines. You can have any guests you like. Julia, is there anyone else you'd like in a studio?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to be playing Wheel of Truth with Ronnie from Heatrash.
Nice.
Yes, put that away. Yes, he's going to be teaching me choreography, and I'll be teaching him foreign policy.
And of course, you can decorate them however you want.
Wow.
Perhaps you're a bit, I don't
Fair
know,
trade.
nostalgic for the old look of our studio. We've got the blue studio down there, or even a bit of retro red. I've got Sheila Quickstep being interviewed there by. Oh,
Jeremy.
sorry,
Jeremy.
that's not supposed to be.
Oh, well, we're out
Jeremy.
of time, I'm
That was
afraid, Megan.
Jeremy.
It's time for a break. When we come back, I'll be on the couch of chat talking to some of you, and I just cannot wait. We'll be back.
Megan, are you
after these
okay?
messages.
Right, it's coming up soon, Alex. You'll know it when you see it.
Oh no,
Whatever
what?
happens,
Keep
keep
the
the
show.
show going.
At least one of us is in control. My autobiography, Advancements by Julia Salisbury.
Wait, what?
Now available for all. These stories from my formative years and the uneven past are lovingly narrated
What?
by national treasure
Wait.
Lawrence Blunderclatch.
I think we're not supposed. I think we're just gonna. We should. I don't know. It's.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Bozeman is giving us everything. Like,
Bozeman is being very, what's the word? He feels like he has a lot of time today. Why is he sitting on us while we're working? Normally, he's not around when we're working.
yeah.
Today, he's just like, hey pal, wanna have a coffee with us? I'm like, no, sir.
Because he's losing like a hold on his own studio, you know?
Thankfully, they're not
That's
so
true. Julia's like,
Public opinion will never
in.
truly live them even at their peak.
Don't worry, I'll deal with it. Sarah, we've had a couple of the crew mention seeing suspicious activity in the loading bay. Men in balaclavas or some such.
I'll check it out. I'll come with you. Thanks for letting me know.
Just make sure we're not all about to get blown up, eh?
I think that's unlikely.
You can experience a childhood under the old regime. Well, I hope when I take over as the new regular host, things become a little less chaotic.
I'm sorry, when you take over,
Yeah, she said take over.
Didn't Bozeman tell you I'll be here every night?
you'll be here every night?
I missed that meeting.
He's losing authority.
I
Don't worry,
see.
it's not like you're being fired or anything. You'll be culture correspondent or some such. You'll be fine.
Culture correspondent.
Please don't be upset. It's nothing personal. It's just good for the ratings, apparently.
Of course, Prime Minister.
10 seconds.
Well, she's prime minister, I guess. There's not much you can really do
Here
about
we are
it.
going in 5.
Are we actually just gonna keep going with advance?
There's nothing much we can do,
Welcome back to the
dear.
Nightly Show, where I'm joined
We
once
are-
again on the couch of chat by Prime Minister Julia Salisbury, who's agreed to answer some questions from the public.
They're always my toughest critics, Megan.
Indeed they are. So, first up tonight is a question from one of our elderly viewers.
Okay.
And she's on the line right now. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, what's your name and where do you live?
Hi, Florence. Thank you for calling. You're on with Prime Minister Julia Salisbury.
Do you have a question, Florence?
Yes, I do have a question.
Okay, would you like to ask that question now?
Yes, right you are, dear. Prime Minister, with all that hard work on your hands, how does your skin manage to keep that healthy?
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Lovely question. Oh, well, I suppose
I
with
think
my
that's
line of
very
work, there's not a lot of
staged.
time for a skincare regime, as I believe they call it. So I guess I've just got my mother and father to thank. I suppose I've just got lucky genes.
Lucky jeans. Oh, that's what my Clint calls the denims he was wearing.
Not those jeans.
Not those jeans.
Yep, thank you for that question, Florence. Your Clint sounds like a right one.
He'll be 44 years married this June, but he still finds the energy twice a week to give me a...
Thank you, Florence, thank you.
Oh.
I wish I could say the same at her age. Everyone needs a Clint, eh, Prime Minister? Or a Clara, perhaps. Megan? Or a Clara.
Let's go to our next questioner tonight. He's calling from right here in the capital. Hi, caller, can you hear me?
Yes.
Jeremy!
Really?
Jeremy!
Well, I think we all know that voice. Good evening, Mr. Donaldson.
Do you have a question for the Prime Minister, caller?
Several, actually.
Well, maybe it would be better if we tried to get a better line. I could have the station call you back.
Don't worry. I've got a much better idea.
What's going
Oh,
on?
he's coming.
Keep the show going.
Surprise
Yep,
guest.
let's just keep it
Our
going.
second of the evening. Please welcome Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh.
Oh.
Can I say?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
CCO, for God's sake.
Don't worry, Prime Minister, I'm not hiding.
Sarah?
She's not here at the moment, Prime Minister.
Oh. I'm not going to censor anything.
Don't censor anything.
Doors, that is. They've been locked and no one knows where they are.
That's uncharacteristically careless of you, Jenny. You know there's only one way in and out of this.
Bozeman is in on this.
Uh-huh, he is. That's why he's just...
Come, Prime Minister, what are you so afraid of? Surely a woman of your stature can withstand a few questions.
For the viewers at home.
Very well. I can't say I'm impressed with this irresponsible stunt, but believe it or not, I used to have a lot of respect for you, Mr. Donaldson.
Please don't attempt to flatter me, Prime Minister.
I'm not. It's true. I've watched you sink your journalistic teeth into the great and powerful. So, out of respect for the man you once were, I'll dance your strange little tango. But I warn you, Mr. Donaldson, you better be nimble on your feet, because you'll only have one chance to tango with me.
Oh.
Let's put on our dancing shoes then, shall we? I'd like to ask you about sterility first, Prime Minister.
Sterility.
Yes, a terrible situation.
Caused in no small part by the actions of your government.
Well, we can't control the weather systems that unfortunately
Unfortunately spread the fallout from your bombs in an even layer across the territories.
That's what our scientists say.
Definitely would have, yeah.
Stillbirths at an all-time high.
I'm not censoring any of this.
Don't censor anything, just keep it going.
Somewhat callously referred to as unviolence.
It's just a word, Mr. Donaldson. No need for conspiracy theories.
If you say so. How many unviables have been born since Liberation Night, Prime Minister?
Unviables.
Way too many. I mean, obviously I don't have the exact figures.
Oh, I believe we do, Prime Minister.
Oh, we do.
There have in fact been 2,581,280 unviable births since Liberation Night, according to official government figures.
So, 14 million deaths on Liberation Night, and then another 2.5 million infant mortalities, assuming you actually managed to count them all, which, given the limits of bureaucracy, seems extremely unlikely.
I'm sorry, is there a question?
You made a decision one November evening 5 years ago, and as a result of that decision, 16.5 million people are dead.
Indeed.
Prime Minister.
Yes.
Do you have any regrets at all?
Yes.
Of course I do.
That we are
Mr.
having the
Donaldson.
baby musical.
I regret every grieving
that
family,
one.
every life
Brent,
destroyed.
please, I'm listening.
I came into politics to help people.
You came into politics to help people. In that case, Prime Minister, where did it all go so horribly wrong?
Well, Mr. Donaldson, Miss Wolfe, I suppose this is where we all have to put on our grown-up trousers, isn't it?
Please do not patronise our audience, Prime Minister.
Why not? That's how they like to be treated. They want a government to keep them safe, happy, equal and free. That's our job, you see, to make a perfect circle out of that impossible square. And if we can do just that one impossible thing, then they don't ask a lot of questions. They're not like you two. They don't want to see how the magic trick's done. They just want to gasp at the miraculous effect.
So it's the public's fault?
It's no one's fault.
It's just the way things are. You asked me where it all went wrong, but the ugly truth is it never did. I weighed the advantages of action and inaction, and I acted. And without making these tough choices, we would not be where we are today. I believe any decent leader would have done the same.
Any decent leader?
Have you forgotten how things were before the new future? The homelessness, the despair, the billions abandoned to a life of miserable poverty. That's a form of death too. It's just much, much slower and infinitely more pernicious.
Any decent leader?
Yes, any decent leader.
Including Peter Clement? Including Peter Clement?
Peter was my best friend.
Is it true you never told Prime Minister Clement about your plans?
That is very true.
Yes. Well,
in the weeks that followed, you fought with him repeatedly and passionately, didn't you?
Spoken to staff from Team HQ who claim to have overheard
In
several
private conversations? Yes, we disagreed. Frequently and loudly. That was how we worked. That was why we worked.
Until you didn't?
Yes. Yes, until we realised that we no longer shared the same values.
Of
Values like
peace?
compassion, Prime Minister.
Dare you? Everything I've done, everything is out of compassion. But sometimes love needs to be tough. And Peter, well, Peter never understood that. That's why I called him my conscience. And now he's gone.
Oh, she's doing a bit.
You need a moment, Prime Minister. Perhaps now might be a good time for us to show the viewers at home some footage that has found its way to me. It was filmed in early December, 5 years ago.
Footage?
Jenny, can we have this prepared on screen 4, please?
Yes, Jeremy. We'll need a couple of minutes.
You're right to continue, Prime Minister.
Peter was the heart of Advance. People loved him in a way that they've never loved me. They find me cold, emotionless. But I have to be strong. I'm a woman. I can't show tears. I can't show weakness. I can't show this. I would have thought that you would have understood that.
Are you sure you don't need a moment to compose yourself, Prime Minister? I'm sure we can cut away to something about buttons.
Buttons?
This is cruel. Advance are guilty of many things, but we were never cruel.
Well, I think that's up for debate.
Please, just I need a minute. Just point that camera away from me.
I have a question, Prime Minister.
Hi. I'm just...
Camera's coming back.
Why are there no tears on your face?
Well played.
Die.
Well played.
Here we go.
Security services, they're here for Mr. Donaldson and to escort me safely out of the building. I very much imagine this will be the last broadcast any of you ever make.
Jeremy, we have to get you out of here now.
Except there's a small army directly outside the door, and I believe there's only one way in or out, due to a peculiarity in the design of these old buildings.
She's played us.
I can't go back to Betterment.
And yet to Betterment you will surely go.
Don't you worry, Jeremy. We won't let them take you.
Oh, perhaps you'd like to join him. After all, aiding and abetting an escaped convict is, of course, a crime in itself.
Leave him out of it. This was my
We're in!
I surrender. There's no need for violence. I have to know. There's no need to rest.
Tango received, ma'am.
Oh,
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy.
There. No serious damage.
The footage. Alex, you have to play the footage. Don't let it all be in vain.
Where?
If you play that footage, Alex, which I have no doubt is illegally obtained, you will be joining Mr. Donaldson in Betterment. Do you have a family, Alex? Perhaps you'd like to think how well they'd cope without you. Take him away.
The footage. Alex, you have to play the footage. Don't show them all.
I want
Run.
them shut down now. I want you to
Run.
cut Alex Winston off. I don't
Yes.
care how you do it. Just
What's that? Sorry, Prime Minister, the tannoy seems to be broken.
of internal security and life.
You
duplicitous bitch. That's not fucking good enough.
You have to understand.
No, you have to understand. 14 million deaths on our hands. It's unthinkable.
And this is exactly why I didn't tell you.
Because you knew I tried fucking stopping you.
You are a bloody liability, Peter. Can't you
No
see
matter what
that?
happens.
Drunk or sober, you cannot be trusted.
I'm the fucking co-prime minister, Julia, and I'm supposed to be your friend.
Well, maybe you see I had your best interests at heart. This isn't on you, you lucky bastard. You get to sleep at night.
I haven't slept for weeks.
And what would you have done if I had told you what we were planning?
I'd have stopped you. I'd have gone on the fucking news and I'd have exposed you if I had to. But I would have stopped you.
Who would have
You can
thought?
be fucking sure of that.
And the whole country would have fucking starved. Well, you agonized over your morals. And we'd all be gone. All our good work, all wiped out.
Good work? Good fucking work? It's been 3 weeks and they're still putting out the fucking fires.
Let's talk about this tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Tomorrow,
She's crying.
I am going to be on every news channel in the world, telling people what a fucking monster you are.
No, you won't. Tomorrow, you will come back here and you will do your fucking job. Just like I have to.
Well, we'll see, won't we? Jesus, Horatio, face.
And then did he go and drink too much?
I don't even know who you are anymore.
Oh. Okay, at least she didn't kill him like I
Wait.
thought. You know?
Get me Adrian at the services. Get me Adrian at the services.
At the service.
Hello, Adrian.
What?
Sorry to bother you so late at night.
Oh, Peter.
That thing we discussed. I'm afraid we're going to have to put it into action.
That thing you discussed?
No.
Yes,
What?
I'm sure. You were right.
I'm sorry?
There it is. There it is.
Thank you. Oh, and Adrian, make it quick. Make it quick. I don't want him to suffer.
There it is.
Let me know when it's done. No paperwork, nothing. No one must ever know. No one must ever know. Thank you. You have a good night too. Thank you. You have a good night.
Oh my God.
I don't know how to feel about this villain. This antagonist of the story.
It's so.
Do you have any comments for the viewers at home, Prime Minister? I'm sure they have a lot of questions.
It's not what it seems to be.
Isn't it?
It's not what it seems to be.
Because it seems to show you ordering the cold-blooded murder of Peter Clement.
Perhaps you need a bit of betterment to yourself.
Oh, don't you judge me! Not after that stunt you pulled here tonight. You work for me, remember?
No.
You work for me, remember?
Not anymore. I quit. Not anymore. I quit. There's about 2 minutes left. You'll need this. It's about 2 minutes left. You'll need this. You can take me away now. I'm done. You can take me away now. I'm done.
So.
Do you have anything to say, Prime Minister? Do you have anything to say, Prime Minister?
You're done. All of you. This programme is cancelled. It's effective immediately. You're all fired. Effective immediately. You're all fired.
Awesome.
Sure.
Arrest them all.
Okay.
I'm not the criminal here. You all saw that footage. You know who should be arrested here.
I am the Prime Minister, and I will do what
Oh,
it takes to...
law, Julia. No one is. Julia, no one is.
Do your bloody job! Do your bloody job!
Nobody's moving.
Nobody.
There'll be
I mean, after that video.
Nope. There they go.
Just you wait. The people will demand it. Won't you? New government, new start.
Look at Megan.
New
Look at Megan.
journalists. Maybe they'll be better than we were. Maybe it will all be better next time. 30 seconds, Prime Minister. Can't leave any dead air. That's a crime too.
45 seconds. What can be said in 45 seconds in a soundbite, a headline? How do you convey the shades of grey when there's only enough airtime for crass blacks and whites? And even if I could, would you watch? Or would you change channel? Look for something more exciting, less boring than the news. And if that really is what you do, is this really all my fault? Or could this, in some profound, incredibly complex way, also be yours?
Thanks. Thanks for that. Thanks for that one.
Thanks.
Thanks for that one.
And I will make tomorrow better.
Uh-huh. Thanks for that last bit. The new future? Question mark. Achievement unlocked. Why is she looking around like that?
I don't know. Because no one's there? Oh, hello.
What do you mean you're out of time? Oh. Oh! Scared the balloonly out of me. That's loud.
What's got it?
Alex
Peterson.
Alex Patterson and Jason Orbaum. Oh gosh, okay, this one. Lawrence Von Catcher remains beloved in the nation and hated in the industry. Jay says he's taking some time away from the spotlight on a musical journey of self-discovery at his parents' home. Lil C's career has moved from strength to strength. She has recently released a line of scented candles and that. No, I'm not looking at that.
Okay, following the resignation, Sophia Remington moved to the eastern subcontinent where she is now head of a much respected thing.
20 years after David and Ingrid's bitter divorce, baby Dante develops his superpowers and destroyed all marine life south of the equator.
That's great. That's great.
Johnny Humston went on to have a celebrated career in the movies. He played pirates mostly because of his leg, you know.
Yeah.
Patchy, all the actors, they did wonderfully. Jeremy Donaldson.
Patchy. That was wonderful.
Oh, despite her death, Helena continues to work. She recently won a Best Actor award for her role in a Mafia's Boss's Paperweight. As a Mafia's Boss Paperweight. Oh, Pleasure Corp upward trajectory seemed unstoppable. There has only been one luxury cruise disaster, and even then, almost half of the passengers survived. Crazy Neil was recently spotted eating food out of a bin. He's a broken man with many outstanding alimony bills. I'm gonna get DMCA'd for this.
I guess so. Maybe.
I hope not. Because, I don't know, DMCA, I mean, Not for Broadcast has been okay with not DMCAing me as of right now.
Right.
Oh, once again, thank you Not for Broadcast and the team behind it for gifting me this game and for allowing me and letting me play it on stream before the game was even released. Maybe I'm a bit slow, but I'm glad to have gone through our first run through.
Good evening. I'm Patrick Bannon, and this is your daily news bulletin.
Patrick.
Stories tonight. Former Prime Minister Julia Salisbury took to the witness stand on the first day of her high-profile trial. The disgraced politician faces charges of conspiracy to commit murder, human rights violations, and war crimes in relation to the events of so-called Liberation Night. If found guilty, she faces life imprisonment. Meanwhile, as the first election in nearly 8 years are just weeks away, Advance announced their new leader will be respected economist Katie Brightman. As Brightman pulled ahead in the polls today, the New Look Advance Party vowed to restore territorial independence and to embody sensible, sensitive leadership and accountability. And later tonight, I'll be asking a hat maker what's his favourite hat and why.
Of course.
Alright. Epilogue room. You've unlocked and reached a new leaf. You have found 1 out of 14 epilogues.
14.
Holy heck. For now, this will be it for tonight.